We're live.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on? Chilling here at Mike's.
Watching a combination of garbage, actually, on a Sunday night is what we're doing. And we figured it's so boring that we're going to talk about it.
Yep. We have a boring-ass wrestling pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. I wonder how much that cost.
Too much.
I wonder how much that cost. And the football game, too.
Oh, but they brought her back. Lacey Evans. She's hot.
Wow, you could bring back Ellie. You know, Ellie McPherson. Actually, I saw her on TV the other day. She still looks pretty good. But
I haven't seen her in years.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Neither have I. And I thought that because you remember Ellie McPherson? She was like the big cover girl for Sports Illustrated.
There was a lot of them that were.
Well, you had Kathy Ireland, which I love too. Kathy Ireland was big.
Kathy Ireland was hot.
But Ellie McPherson was a popular one.
You had Mark Messier's wife, Vendela.
Do you think that Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue was more popular with, like, I don't want to say the pervs, but more popular in general because there was no internet really? Like, when they first started, there was like not much internet. Now
that's why magazines were popular in general.
Right, and that's why like Playboy
magazines were popular in general because we didn't have the internet.
We didn't have the internet, right? And now you can't find a newsstand anywhere unless you go to like 42nd Street, Hudson News or something. But for the most part,
there are still newsstands. There are still newsstands.
Yeah, but for the most part, you're not going to buy Sports Illustrated. Let's be honest. A lot of people bought Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue because there wasn't. It was either that or Victoria's Secret catalogs you got in the mail. But anyway, enough of that talk.
Well, anyway, tonight's
it's real talk. Real talk.
It's real talk. So real talk is the main story of tonight is it's Undertaker's final farewell here in Survivor Series.
His final one, and maybe his 10th one. Can't count it.
His final farewell.
His final farewell. Let's see if it's final. I was telling Slacksher over here that he'll be back next pay-per-view as a return.
He'll be back next week.
Next week. He'll be on Monday Night Raw.
He'll be back to fight Kane next week.
He refuses
to their farewells.
He refuses to retire.
He's like George Foreman. He's the George Foreman of professional wrestling.
How long do you have to be out of wrestling before you get nominated or inducted into the Hall of Fame? Or like, in other words,
I don't think it's like football or baseball.
5 years or something, or it could happen next year, WrestleMania.
First of all, they had people
that retired and came back,
and then came back and had another match.
Yeah, so, that kind of actually discredits the whole thing. But it's
retirement.
But it's almost like a football player that retires. And
also, like I was saying, George Foreman. How many damn retirements did George Foreman have?
Well, what about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones? They're fighting next week. They're supposed to be.
And I didn't know it was Roy Jones that he was fighting.
Junior.
But Roy Jones was never a heavyweight, right?
He was not a heavyweight, but I'm not even sure what his weight class is going to be here. I know this is an exhibition, but he would have to put on pounds for this.
He's also been away a long time, so he might have fucked up.
Not for nothing. Do you think that a light heavyweight, light heavyweight could beat a heavyweight? They're a little quicker, but that's why they don't do it in boxing because it wouldn't be fair.
Oh, imagine no weight class boxing.
Well, you put Butterbean in there with a little tiny 5'6" guy who's gonna it's been Mike Tyson's punch.
Butterbean versus Manny Pacquiao, who would win?
Ooh, Manny Pacquiao would do his little thing, and he would to no avail, right? He would just keep hitting the blubber, and then all of a sudden, Butterbean would go boom, like Mike Tyson's punch out. Who's the big guy?
I'm saying also, all right, endurance is a huge thing in boxing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Butterbean never had endurance. Butterbean
100%.
Was just straight up crack you in the friggin' face and knock you out quick.
Correct. And actually, Mike Tyson really didn't have much endurance. He just had the iron. He just had the iron chin
and straight up knockout
power. If you went into like 6 rounds, you had the advantage. If you could run around Mike Tyson for 6
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If you could get within 5 rounds of Tyson,
right.
you had a chance.
And that's why they would say, remember he was knocking everybody out in the first round? They would say, oh, we went to third round. Mike Tyson's never been to the third round. You know, that's a good thing.
If you could last 5 rounds with Tyson back in the day.
Which means just dodge his punches, because if he hits you in the chin, you're going to go down. And let me tell you, Mike Tyson took a lot of punches. See, Mike Tyson was that kind of puncher that he was wild. In other words, he wasn't bobbing and weaving. He was punching you while taking punches. But he could take them better than anybody else. He was
able to take a punch.
Oh, he was Iron Mike. He didn't have a
before he was zonked out on Paxils.
Is that what he ended up doing? Popping a few Paxils before the match?
I don't know. Well, he came out of jail, and that's when
When Mike Tyson was fighting, were they testing for performance-enhancing drugs, or that wasn't really a big thing back then, like it is now? Because back then they really didn't. But they still had them, I believe.
But you never heard steroids weren't looked so down upon.
Exactly, and you never heard of anybody bailing out of a match because of performance-enhancing drugs, because they didn't even test for it.
But steroids weren't really looked down. I mean, they were, but they weren't as much. They weren't so much under the microscope.
Oh, now they're on the microscope big time.
Well, ever since the 90s, they've been under the microscope.
I mean, look what happened to Lance Armstrong.
If someone wants to do steroids, let them do steroids.
But you have to even the playing field, which means
that means everybody has to do steroids.
Everyone can
exactly.
do what they want
exactly.
to. But you kind of can't, because steroids have some bad side effects in the future. That's the whole thing. Yeah. But I agree with you, though. I used to love Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, and Jose Canseco hitting those home runs. They all were juiced up out of their minds. They were maniacs. Roger Clemens, maniac throwing bats at.
But they were making the games interesting, too.
Exactly, 100%. 100%. So.
And first of all right. Your boy Lawrence Taylor.
LT.
Dude was a full-blown crackhead.
100% cracked out. Well, was it crack or was it cocaine?
No, he was.
But in my opinion, that's a negative towards performance. Don't you think doing those kind of drugs?
He was still a maniac when he was playing.
But it's not like he's going to the sidelines and taking a line inside.
I'm not saying it's a performance-enhancing drugs.
By any means,
it's performance-enhancing drugs. I'm saying he was still.
It's a disadvantage. That's why everybody says, "Oh, the '86 Mets had an advantage because they were all coked out." No, that's a disadvantage. If they weren't coked out, they would be even better. Don't you think?
All right. Darryl Strawberry's at bat, and he sees a big white fucking ball coming towards him. Come on.
You see, he does an 8 ball.
He's not going to be focused.
You see, he does the 8 ball in the on-deck circle?
I'm saying he's not going to be focused. He's not going to imagine as a crack route.
I don't think it makes you – I think it fucks with your reflexes. I don't think it makes you focus like that. This is not balance of energy with vitamins and minerals. This is let me tell you, those kind of drugs are not – if you're high on that kind of drug, it's almost like being high on shrooms or acid or ecstasy going up to the plate. That's going to fuck.
There was a guy who pitched a no-hitter in baseball high on acid.
Hold on. There's a fly. Oh, I was going to get him. High on acid. I heard about that.
I saw it flying around here. And I was like, he's like, please don't bash because you're going to smack this lens right into my eyeball. Please don't do that.
You're right about that. I heard about that. Somebody came forward and said that they pitched the whole game while they were high on acid.
A no-hitter. He pitched a no-hitter.
A no-hitter. That's right.
Not just the whole game.
He pitched a no-hitter.
No. Not just the whole game.
A no-hitter, high on acid, which is insane.
You know what it is?
You know what it is? Could be Slasher. It could be that maybe somebody who takes that drug so frequently, they adapt to it. Were they able to use it? You know what I'm trying to say? Let's say somebody who never smokes weed all of a sudden takes the best weed, Purple Haze, and then they go up to the plate. They're gonna suck. But if you do it every single day, all day,
weed and acid are two totally different.
But still, weed is not. But weed will make you back better. It'll make you slow down a little bit.
No, but weed is gonna make you all drowsy, slouchy. Acid. You never took acid. You said.
I have not. I none of those hallucinogens I ever took.
I played basketball on acid for about 4 hours straight one day.
That's why you used to beat us all the time. I knew it. You were on acid. I would tell people Chris was on acid. They didn't believe me.
No, only one time I played.
Yeah, I know. Give me a break. I'm just joking. But how could you play on acid?
I did. I don't know how I did, but I did.
And you used to always injure yourself because you played so hard. I'm surprised you didn't break an arm.
Also, too, because
That's one thing. You put it all out there on the field, no matter what. Baseball, basketball, whatever we played, football, tackle. We played some hard tackle games on concrete. No helmet or nothing.
On ice, too. Like, we were straight up, like, tackling each other onto ice-covered concrete sometimes.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. But that's a lost cause now. Nobody plays. I walk down the streets of the Bronx and Manhattan. Nobody's playing football outside anymore. Not even in the park, because you can't even go to parks anymore or schoolyards because they're all blocked off. So nobody's really playing tackle football anymore. Even our flag football games.
Of course, no one's playing tackle football anymore.
Our flag football games would always end up with bloody noses or scrapes or something. It was rough.
No, our tackle football has become Antifa versus cops. That's become our real life. Instead of teenagers playing football out in the streets tackling each other.
Remember that time we used to play different blocks. We lived on one block. We used to play, Paulden versus Colden, whatever. We played somehow just close that X out. We played Ray Ray's team, and they brought all ringers in. They brought all professional freaking guys in there. Almost like, how the little kids are playing, there's always one cousin. Oh, my uncle's coming to be quarterback.
It's like the kid they got in the Bad News Bears, that motorcycle riding, the dirt bike riding kid. They got to play in the Bad News Bears.
Exactly. Something like that. Did you?
Yeah, I did, but it's still there. Sorry, Mike's laptop is.
My laptop is just ridiculous now.
It's illin'.
Yeah, hopefully you just exit out once before it just closes out or something.
I think it did that one time.
Oh God.
So
it's gonna go away. It went away. So
okay.
Just leave it. Yeah,
all right.
Don't mess with it anymore, or else you're gonna.
I won't mess with it.
You're gonna kill the stream. So what are you seeing on the screen right now?
Okay, it's back.
Wrestling I'm talking about.
It's back.
Who's fighting?
Another pointless match. This pay-per-view is so pointless. Well, like many of their pay-per-views. So like I said, we got Survivor Series. All right. Let's see if I can get away with actually showing this. Let's see. This is what we watch at Mike's house. We watch big screen and TV.
And football.
No, but I just turned the laptop around on the table to show it. And we have a boring-ass pay-per-view. I mean, because it's WWE. WWE sucks. But we watch all the pay-per-views.
Right.
Just to chill out.
Right. And if you really wanna just, and not to insult any wrestling fans out there, any diehards, but if you want to really waste money and throw it down the toilet, buy one of these. Other than WrestleMania, which even now is kind
of
not
even WrestleMania.
Supposed to be the Super Bowl of wrestling, but
the Rumble's always been my favorite.
Right. Rumbles are good. Every now and then you get a good event, but if you're gonna, pay to watch every single one like this, I mean, this one, whoever paid for this right now, and there's no fans in the arena, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, no, wait. Let's see if I can do this. Yes. If anyone can see the crowd, that's all big.
No, they can't see it.
That's all big screens. There's all big screens and people who paid to have their faces on these big screens.
Yeah, no, that's good to see that. That's like when Maura puts her phone to the screen. No offense, Maura. Love you. Meow. Oh, she's the best.
Oh, she ain't gonna come through.
No, but that's fine though. Maura's she's a busy person. I wonder how many lives she has left. 9 lives. Oh, man. We just have to share our misery with you guys. That's the thing. If we have to deal with this bullshit, you have to deal with us. That's what we're saying.
All right, but this is also misery we put ourselves through. I mean, I don't want to hate wrestling.
Well, I think that people...
And I don't want to hate football, but the way everything is going is making me hate things that I like.
That's the biggest misery, watching sports. Your team is... Chances are they're not going to win. You just, you want to kill yourself by the end of the season if you're a diehard fan. But why put yourself through misery with anything? Take, for instance, that show, This Is Us. I see people watching that show, This Is Us. They love it. Meanwhile, they're crying. Oh, my God. It'll drive you crazy. But people love it. It's like a guilty pleasure, I guess, right?
Well, what about when people put themselves through shows like Lost?
First of all, Lost was a good show.
Oh, no.
Except for the last season.
Not according to everybody I heard that sat through that show.
The last season fucked the whole series up. But up until, let me tell you, first of all,
you're saying it was only the last season?
Only the last season. And let me tell you, there was only about 5 or 6 seasons, but they were 25 episodes each. So there's about 125, 150 episodes in that. But the whole thing with Lost is that you're trying to figure out
payoff.
There was no payoff.
From what I heard of the end, from the people I knew who used to watch it all the time, that payoff was not a payoff. That was more like a middle finger to the face.
100%. Here's how I described it when I was watching the last season. It's like you're having intercourse with the hottest person you ever been with, and then you're about to really climax hard, and your shit gets chopped off. It's like boom, gone. You ain't gonna. That's it. There's gonna be no climax. That's it. It's just crazy. Lost was it really was. And the problem with Lost, like a show like Lost, the whole time you're trying to figure out what's going on, and then finally when you get to what's going on, it turns stupid. But it was a good show, though. I really enjoyed it, though. I really did. But
from what I watched of it, because people tried to get me to watch it, and I was like, talking.
Well, it's different for you now because kind of like the things that people are talking about. Like,
I was watching this before the whole unveiling.
Because what I'm saying is like take for instance.
Let's say what's up to everyone.
Yeah.
Sentinel, how you good, man? Sentinel. We're watching Survivor Series, and it's not.
But can't you just use your phone to answer them on your phone?
But what is with the point of these useless champion versus champion matches on?
With no title.
Yeah, with no title on the line. It's freaking stupid. Sentinel is a wrestling fan. I know that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, Lacey Evans was just getting her face bashed into the mat. I don't know. What's worse, wrestling or football, Mike?
Well, the thing with football is that football is always going to be exciting because of the reality part of it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have a team that you love, and as long as there's a good game, wrestling is worse because they could actually make it good with a good script and good characters. Football, you can't script it.
No, no, you can script it. If you're gonna script the Patriots winning 6 Super Bowls.
Oh, imagine that. A WWE league where the whole football games are scripted. Who's gonna win this week?
WWE league. He had 2.
Right, but it wasn't scripted. It was real stuff.
Who knows?
I'm saying he knows the winner ahead of time.
Who knows if it was scripted?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Let's see if it works now when I put the chat in the link. It actually worked now. And he wants to come through. StreamYard chat is in the link.
Come on through. If you're doing something or watching something that's horrible, share it. If you have a team that you hate, share it. TV show even. I just watched, I told you about the Queen's Gambit. Great show. Love it. What gives you joy? What do you like to watch that gives you joy? Is there anything?
Currently?
Does anything give you joy?
Currently?
Yes.
You mean watching,
not currently.
You mean watching stuff.
Even if it's from, you watch, you're going to watch things from, before your time, maybe the 70s or 60s, maybe that you'll enjoy, or things that you liked as a kid. I'm talking about now, currently, yes. Things that are out now. Because
I still would like to be a football fan, but my team is terrible.
But you have something to look forward to with this new quarterback, though, yes.
Yeah, but I'm tired of having to wait every year to see. Hey, my team might win the Super Bowl now. I said,
Let me tell you something. The best thing I would love to see you, because I've seen you in much misery. You've been through misery almost your whole life, year after year. I'm not, different
pretty
things.
Much. Yeah, not just being a sports fan.
You're not just being a sports fan, just in everyday life, things like that. it would really cap it off for me. And
Well,
I'm not saying
it's the same for you too. I seen you've been through a lot.
right, but you take it a little harder than I do. Like
I don't know if that's true.
with the Mets in the 2000s.
You're just a little quieter about it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I'm suppressing my shit. But I kind of do get enjoyment from your misery. It's funny because
you get enjoyment from my misery.
100% correct. In other words, let's say Phillip Rivers, the quarterback that you guys had, goes on to win.
Why are you so sadistic, Mike?
I don't mean it like that. I don't want it to just come off bad. When I say enjoyment, it's not like I'm here at home. Oh, fucking Chris, his teeth sucks. No, I'm just saying you're funny. I'm saying you're funny when you project your misery. That's what I should say. You're funny when you project your misery. So in other words, Phillip Rivers, you had him for how many years on your favorite team, the Chargers? How many years you had him?
Well, I don't think they're. Oh God.
I'm saying, what if the Colts win a Super Bowl? Wouldn't that be something? with your quarterback that you used to have. I'm just saying. I don't want you.
Right.
No,
it's happened before because Drew Brees won the Super Bowl.
I don't want you to misunderstand me. You're right. I don't get off on your misery. I get off on the way you project your misery. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, my angry.
Your angry distribution of words. I love your angry distribution of words. It really is cool.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
It really is, because this whole season's been fun. Because I actually thought that the Chargers would be good, but you Chargers are not only losing, but they're losing
in historic
fashion at the very end by one score.
In tragic manners.
Right. You could have won any of the games you played, but you lost them.
Yeah.
Except you played a winless team today and won.
Barely.
Right. They almost came back. In fact, you guys ran in for a safety and gave them 2 points.
They had to scrape to win that game.
Mm. But that's what sports is really all about. With anything in life, basically you're watching it and it's going to be so, it's going to be, right now it's bitter, but it's going to be so much sweeter when my Mets finally win.
Tommy's here. Oh, boop.
Tommy Mottola.
Tommy.
What's going on?
What's good, brother?
What's up, Tom Dogs?
How's it going, Mikey?
How you doing?
All right.
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
That's all we could do.
Mikey couldn't remember you when you said the Wonder Wheel or Bust thing. What? I was telling him, Tommy, this is Tommy.
I know Tommy is. He went to your place and you guys broadcast.
Yes.
That's when he was just shouting out that idiot.
Oh yeah.
He's like, you know where I am? I'm at Chris's house. Chris is like, what the fuck, dude?
I didn't say what the fuck.
I know you didn't say what the fuck.
I said, Tommy, take over.
Take over.
Be the bouncer of this shit. Tommy's the bouncer.
Tommy looks like a hardcore bouncer. He looks like he'd bounce anybody the fuck out. I wouldn't fuck with him.
What's up, man?
He might have a cuddly name like Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, but he ain't no guinea pig. He's more like a bear.
Well, he changed his name because there was 900 Tommies.
What was his original name?
Just Tommy, right?
Just Tommy. Not sure. Just Tommy.
Yeah, when I signed up, it was originally just Tommy, and nobody could find me.
Oh,
because there was probably 7,000 other Tommies. Yeah.
Yeah. There's only one Guinea Pig Collective.
That's right.
Exactly.
We're here to take over.
Exactly.
So what is this whole thing with the guinea pigs? You control the guinea pigs, and they work almost like Ben with the rats. He controls the guinea pigs.
No. The way it works is my guinea pigs are cyborg guinea pigs. Kind of like the Borg. So I send them out to assimilate people.
Really? You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. Little Van Damme guinea pig types. That's pretty cool, actually.
No, the Borg from
Cyborg.
No.
Oh, no, from Star Trek.
I'm going on track here because of my ignorance. Here's Chris have to correct me again.
All right, well, I'm not big into Star Trek, but I know what the Borg is from Star Trek.
I watch Star Trek. I don't know, but then again, I'm so out there, I don't know.
I'm sure you've watched a lot more Star Trek than I have.
I've watched all the movies of Star Trek. I love Star Trek. I love that shit.
No, what's going on, Sentinel? Hey, Bone.
Sentinel?
Sentinel, what's up? Again, yes, hail Tommy. And yes. His condolences. Yes, I'm a Chargers fan because Junior Seau was my favorite player growing up.
Condolences.
Hey, Slasher, I made a find today. You might have found interesting.
Oh man,
I found a couple of the old LGN wrestling figures.
really?
Yep.
Holy shit! Did you get? All right. Are they like all scratched up with the paint and shit?
Well, I didn't like inspect them, but I just seen them, and I seen what the box that they were in, and I found 2 of them, and I know there's a lot more up there because I know there was like the Iron Sheik, there was Sergeant Slaughter, Hulk Hogan, there was a whole ass ton of them. I think I found a Junkyard Dog. It looked like, and I couldn't make out who was right underneath him, but there was another big wrestling figure right underneath him in the box. It's something that I got to go back in there and go through because I was already going through some other toys because I'm going to be releasing another video soon with some more of my toy finds. I just did one the other day.
Yeah, I watched that one.
And I've got another one already recorded with a bunch more older toys.
I saw those all those Star Trek ones you had in the box were Playmates ones that you were telling me about.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, the Next Generation.
Yeah. He has a shit ton of them
In the box.
Yeah.
Was he the type of guy that would buy 2 characters, one to play with and one in the box, or he would just put them in the box?
What now? You see what happened, Mikey?
Cleaning out his dad's house.
Mikey,
Oh, you
yeah,
kidding
Mikey.
me?
See, no, he would buy Toys R Us, Mikey, and he would turn around and he would buy the same type of toys and just keep them in a box.
He was thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Very ahead.
That is amazing.
Very much ahead, it seems.
That's pretty cool. Let me tell you something about Tommy. He has the perfect announcer's voice. He sounds like Tom Brokaw on the motherfucker. He's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. He's not perfect.
Tommy's the fucking man, dude.
But his voice sounds perfect for broadcasting. It's not like all crappy.
Mike, you need to talk to Tommy more. Tommy's the fucking man.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, when I come back up and we go to Coney Island, Mikey should have.
Coney Island, Mike.
Well, when you come back up, come to my place. We'll do a three-man broadcast.
No, and we're gonna drive to the Wonder Wheel, Mike.
The Wonder Wheel.
You get that car fired up because we're gonna drive to the Wonder Wheel.
Okay, we'll go to Coney.
We'll bop our way to Coney.
So let me ask you a question. The Warriors, because there's a speculation that some people say the Warriors tag is still there. Was Warriors a real gang in
Warriors
Coney?
was not a real gang.
It wasn't a real gang in Coney. So the tag that was written was from some other.
It was not a real gang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was made up because the original book that it was based on by Yoel Sorick, the gangs weren't even they were named all different.
Boppers?
No, but the gang. Yes, Tommy was saying right here. The gang's not even called the Warriors. They're called the Dominators.
Okay.
And it's an all black gang, and they wear like big giant top hats, and they have Mercedes-Benz symbols that they put on their hats.
Really?
Yeah.
Would they steal them from the cars?
But the gang is
Yes.
the gang is totally different from all the gangs are totally different from the.
You ever cross I came across somebody and they said they never saw the Warriors. It's like, oh my god, you never saw. Even if you don't like movies, watch the Warriors. It's a great movie.
Not everyone likes the Warriors.
Oh, happy Dinosaur! What's going on, Captain Trek? Hey there,
Captain Trek, what's good, bro? Captain Trek, happy Dinosaur, happy Dinosaur. Let's see if I could do this again. Anybody wants to come through? There we go. But thanks for coming through, Tommy.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I told you last time I'm going to try to make it next time you stream. So
yeah.
Oh, Tommy's a lifer.
Well, I ended up doing back-to-back streams from Friday night into Saturday morning.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has to forget. I would stay up and be on these streams, except that I wake up very early in the morning sometimes, and it's hard for me to get on them. But I would love it. I have a great time when with you guys on this thing here that you guys do. I learn a lot.
But the movie watch parties are the things I have the most fun with.
I don't think watch parties are fun for people to watch. In other words, you're pretty much not talking.
No, but when we're no, because we do the Mystery Science Theater.
When you're talking during the thing.
Yeah.
hey, Slasher, Happy said he'd come up for a bit.
Yeah, I sent him the link. And I sent
okay.
the link in the chat too. He said he was
Nice.
going to come through. Also, the laptop on Mike's, the time is completely different.
And we look very blurry. For some reason, we look staticky.
Yeah.
Does he see us staticky?
Do we look all like rabbit ears or antenna?
No, you look hazy. Not so much.
Yeah, for
static.
some reason. Do you know how to fix this? Because we never had this problem.
Move to a city with less smog.
True. Pretty much.
Bunch of smog motherfuckers in here.
Did you check the camera and make sure that the camera was clean?
I did. I cleaned it with my thumb. I licked it.
There you go. That's the good stuff right there. That's like what do they call that in New York City? Spit and shine.
Yeah, a spit shine. Pooh, your shine box. You just
It's the Bronx car wash.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, that's what I did. I did that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought a Bronx car wash was a euphemism for a BJ.
Let me tell you.
It's pissing all over a windshield.
Let me tell you how we roll over here. A few blocks away from where we live, there's a hand car wash because people like to get the car wash by hand, and it says hand car wash. We give the best hand job in the Bronx. Literally, that's what it says.
What?
We give the best hand job in the Bronx right up Pillow Parkway. That's what it says. I'm like, oh my God, I want to go to this fucking thing. Unless it's a bunch of women in bikinis. But anyway, that's what it says.
You know what that is right there? That's marketing.
They better have the bottles of Jergens ready.
We got the best hand job. But so is Tommy still in Jersey? No.
Yeah, he's still in Trenton. Yeah, he's in Trenton, and he says Trenton is a more garbage-filled area of where we are, but it's almost the same.
Well,
it's like I don't know. We have a lot of garbage in the streets.
No. Here's the thing with Jersey. Jersey has so much, like, they call it the Garden State for a reason. They have a lot of nice areas, but the bad areas are.
I know. I've been to
they're just like areas
of New Jersey.
Patterson,
it's the same thing with Long Island. It's the same thing with Long Island.
Yeah, they got the MS-13 in Long Island.
There's really good places. Yes, there's really nice places on Long Island, and then sometimes you might get your throat slit by MS-13.
You said Long Island.
Well, to be fair, getting your throat slit by MS-13 is better than most New York areas.
MS-13, yeah, love them.
You could be outside of Richie.
Happy Dinosaur. It's my friend Mike.
Happy night to you, Mikey.
Happy Dinosaur.
Happy.
Happy joy, my friends.
Do you deal with MS-13?
Chomp.
Happy Dinosaur?
Nope, but they sound like that rap group that stabbed me in the face.
Happy sounds just like Tommy.
No, he doesn't. Are you kidding me? They don't sound anything alike.
Are you sure?
Mike just said you two sound alike.
Well, look.
I don't think Mike can hear anyone over the sound of his own voice sometimes.
Sometimes I can't. Correct.
I don't think we sound anything alike.
No, they don't, Mike.
Maybe you're right.
They don't, Mike.
You're right.
Well, happy night to you, my pretty kitty.
What's up, Moira? How you doing?
Meow.
I'm sure everybody gets a strange comment on their YouTube videos.
Speaking of my sorry.
No, go ahead.
Speaking of strange comments, I basically I pwned this one guy on Twitter for doing a troll. Basically, it's like he thought we were in Snowden ratings. Like, dude, you have only a few retweets, no followers, no tweets of your own, and you basically just first attacked us as one of your earliest Twitter decisions. You're fake as shit. And I got.
Chris and I just had a conversation about haters on YouTube and Twitter.
Haters,
we don't hate anybody, but we hate haters.
That word is so. Haters.
Basically, this guy's in my YouTube comment section a couple times, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep ignoring him to figure out how pissed off he's gonna get.
In my opinion, if I go onto a live stream and I don't like what people are talking about, I'll just log off or whatever. But I'm not going to start sending messages, your shit sucks, fuck you guys, you suck. Give me a break. Everybody
You
should be
damn right. That's actually civilized. Unlike when most people are like saying, "Hey, fuck you! I hate your content and you suck."
Yeah, but you're watching, motherfucker.
Exactly, they're watching.
Yeah. If you don't like the restaurant, get the fuck out.
That's true.
100%. Don't tip if you don't like the service. Give me a fucking break. Don't
Yeah.
go back again. We're losing our civility. You're right.
Go on Yelp.
Yeah, go on Yelp and write a review. 10 pages long. Remember at South Park? He goes, I have a 50-page Yelp review. Fucking Yelp. Oh my god.
Screw Yelp.
Oh wait, by the way, Mike. All right.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Your Undertaker farewell got shut down. It's Tommy. It's the Undertaker's 500th farewell.
Doing.
Another one?
Another one. Yeah, you see, I was like,
So it's like
another
So
one.
it's like Krillin. He keeps going away and coming back. It's the point where you don't care that much anymore.
Do you guys remember how many times Mario Lemieux had quit and then come back?
Mario Lemieux.
How many times did George Foreman quit boxing?
And what about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones? They're fighting on Saturday.
Oh God, Tyson is coming back. Oh Jesus Christ, dude.
With a vengeance.
Why? But why?
He has unfinished business.
Unfinished business.
I guess unfinished business. I'm gonna take off both your ears.
I got the I got my ass whooped like God's ass.
You know what I think? I think he's trying to get hit so hard that he loses his lisp.
he starts talking like an intellectual. Hello, mother. How are
It's
you?
either that, or you know what? There's another simple explanation here, guys, that nobody else is thinking of. Maybe he's just hungry again.
You need some ears. Some ear.
Need some
He wants eyeballs this time.
What's this?
With your mother, kill your children.
Or maybe he just wants to finish the meal he ate in the 90s. He's eating the other guy's ear.
I want to taste some more flesh.
I'll keep the parents and adopt your children. Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people try to retire, but they just can't do it.
All right,
I find it interesting, or maybe he needs more money since the Punch-Out royalties aren't flowing anymore.
Well,
They replaced it with
The Punch-Out? Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
what was it, like George Foreman, where he won in like 95 at like 50 years old?
Well,
like
he would. Well,
like a fluke punch, and then all of a sudden he's heavyweight champion again.
he wanted to promote those grills, man.
how are you going to be like, well, I was heavyweight champion decades ago. Sorry.
The boxing, now Mike is
No. When he fought, he already had the grill out, I believe. When he came back from
I'm saying when he won the championship, the grills were already out.
they were already out. If he would have lost, exactly. If he would have lost, people are like, "Fuck this grill, he's a loser." But and now they're fucking lean mean grilling machine.
First off, Hulk Hogan bullshitted. Hulk Hogan is full of bullshit. He said that he was originally approached with the
with the grill.
Yes.
He should have took it. Yes, he should have took it. Or even any wrestler could come out with some bullshit grill or some shit. Even Macho Man could have come up with the Macho Grill. The Macho Grill. Ooh, yeah, love the taste.
Speaking of Macho Man Randy Savage, anyone ever seen in the sling match he was in?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they would have gave the grill to the Macho Man, it would have made more sense. Like, ooh, yeah, can you grill it?
Snip it. Oh, yeah, that tasty meat. I figure one of the ads is probably when, and let's see, he was I'm trying to think about it. An hour. It's between when he breaks the high school play and he's like, "Arst thou bored?" Like, why can't I get a Macho Man Randy Savage? It was to ruin my kids. It's my late recital.
Macho Man Randy Savage is great. Yeah, he was great. Came out with some simple graduation music. Loved him. And let me tell you, he's still very street. Look, Macho Man.
he's dead, Mike.
I know he's dead, but he's still alive, kinda, because everybody loves him still.
His memory lives on in heaven, and he's still straight when he's dead.
He lives in all our hearts. You're never truly dead if you live inside of us.
He's like Sega to Sancho. He will never die as long as we remember him.
Yeah, Sentinel. That's pretty funny. Sentinel says Hulk Hogan said he was brought in by Metallica to play bass after Cliff Burton died.
Yeah, that's another thing.
He lies like a Persian rug.
Yeah, that's more bullshit that Hulk Hogan said, was that Hulk Hogan actually said that he was originally lined up to be a member of Metallica.
Before wrestling? No. Oh, during... Yeah, okay, give me a break.
Yeah, right.
What the hell is he going to do? Rip off his shirt?
See, well, you know that it's a bunch of bullshit anyway, because anybody who knows Metallica knows that after Cliff Burton died, they just wanted somebody to come in to basically obey them, because whoever was coming in was not going to be able to give any input. So why would they want to hire somebody who has got a very strong personality? They wouldn't want that.
Well, he also didn't have a very strong personality at that time. Hogan was more of a, I'll point you this way, and
yeah, and
then you do this type guy.
And then he got with Bubba the Love Sponge wife. And then became, what was that, Grinder? What was the name of that website? Wait,
that one that
200 million he got or some shit?
Oh, what was that one that got taken down?
Grinder, no?
No, it was
Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, he slept with
Gawker.
Oh, Gawker. Yeah. You sue somebody for 200 million.
Oh, they had to
think about that case without Red Letter Media's jokes about it.
What?
About the Hogan thing? I didn't see that really.
No, basically, they were joking about how Hulk Hogan was in the Three Ninjas movie, and they're joking about he needs the money for his lawsuit.
Three Ninjas movie.
Oh, he was in the Three Ninjas?
In one of the multiple Three Ninjas movies.
Do you remember Suburban Commando? Suburban Commando?
I can't say I put myself.
That's like not seeing Shawshank Redemption.
I have seen clips from Suburban Commando, and let me tell you.
Okay, yes, I know Undertaker was in it, and like when he spoke, they dubbed him with like a baby's voice.
So the only Hogan movie you saw was No Holds Barred?
No, I saw Rocky 3.
Oh, Rocky 3. That's not a Hogan movie.
I saw Santa with Muscles, where he looked
it's
like
as much a Hulk Hogan movie as Jurassic Park is a Samuel L. Jackson. You just can't the thing.
How many did he have? He had a slew of those movies in the 80s, because he had like Suburban Commando. Then he had
yes, Mr. Nanny. Yeah, because I want to see Mr. Nanny in the theaters as a little kid.
Oh God, those movies were all so horrible. They were bad.
Well, all right.
Hopefully, we can find them on riff tracks eventually. Because at least someone needs to get at suffering with us.
All right, Mike likes No Holds Barred because it introduced Zeus.
Well, no, I like
the most useless wrestler in the history of wrestling.
I like it because of Rip 'Em. I like the movie, and I was a big, I was going to wrestling matches at the time. Look, it wasn't an Academy Award winner, but
it wasn't.
It didn't even get nominated. Could you believe it?
Good God!
But
snub.
It got snubbed, but it was a good movie, like one of the first WWE Network movies, right?
Well, either way, it sucked.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, there's so few of those wrestlers that actually make the crossover into cinema and do it like fairly decently.
Like The Rock.
And Hogan kept trying so hard too.
Yeah, but Hogan would just take anything that came down the pike. He didn't even care.
Well, John Cena.
He was on that. What was that? Oh, damn it.
I think Andre the Giant did a good job.
Andre the Giant.
Tropic Thunder,
right,
that's it.
All right, Andre the Giant in The Princess Bride and Roddy Piper and They Live, two really good examples.
I agree. They are the best examples.
Yes.
Sadly, they only have one movie.
Well, you know who else did a halfway decent job and they played up to his strengths of being a jokester? Was Paul White, The Big Show.
In what?
I forget what it's called. It's like a comedy movie.
Can you describe the plot?
He was just this big goofy guy, and like first he was going around to like different carnivals and everything like that. I think they had him try to wrestle a bear in it.
Oh, I like it so far though.
Was this one of Vince's like straight to DVD movies?
I think so. I think I seen it on Netflix, I believe.
Oh,
This sounds like a straight to DVD Vince movie.
we have to.
It was actually pretty funny though. I mean, it wasn't horrible.
I don't think wrestlers get into the business to become Academy Award winners. Like Andre Giant's not going to win for the Princess Bride.
But really,
No. They are in the business to make money.
When you
Like The Rock, The Rock wouldn't be taken seriously.
Well, first off, listen. If you're in professional wrestling, you're two things. You're both an actor and a stuntman at the same time.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say, Slasher. I mean, basically, when you look at it, they're more or less just like Broadway actors, in a sense.
Right? You're an actor and a stuntman.
That's a good point. In my opinion, the only two wrestlers that became famous I can think of would be Batista and The Rock, right?
The only thing that the way I best describe wrestling is this. Ah, crap! I'm echoing. Felix down. He's like, basically, the best way I describe wrestling is basically manly opera.
Yeah.
Man soaps.
They should break out in song and dance.
Really, when you think about it, it's more like man soaps. It's soaps for men, basically.
I think that is gone now.
That's how I look at it. Soap operas for men. Exactly. Women got their novellas, their bullshit days of our lives.
Oh, no, not for nothing. All right. Growing up as a little kid, who was sitting there watching wrestling with me? Both my mom and my sister. So it wasn't just for men.
Because if they didn't watch with you, you would give them hell, probably.
No, are you
To
kidding?
be fair, both women and men looking at peak athletics.
In my opinion, women are only going to like wrestling if they're with a guy or related to a guy who loves wrestling. You think a woman who's just going to go to wrestling matches on her own? Or maybe
are you kidding me?
Maybe
My sister and her friends send each other wrestling shit all the time.
They like the abs.
Hey, Slasher.
No.
Sentinel had a question. He said, "Was Hulk in Ready to Rumble?" Because I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't.
And then he says, "You want to hear a punchline? Triple H in the Chaperone."
Oh my god!
Oh, I remember that. I tried sitting through it, but I got too bored to watch the whole thing.
Triple H was also in Blade 3.
Yes. Yeah, they made such a big deal out of it, and it was a pretty short appearance, really, by him.
He had a really minor role in that.
Hey, Moira, I wouldn't worry about it. It don't matter if they're apologizing or not. I would just not pay him any mind.
Wait, what is this?
She says to have someone from that group appear to apologize is suspicious because why would any of them care? And they don't care. They're just trying to see if they can get you engaged again. So don't engage them.
Yep. Just ignore them and they're bound to go away.
Moira, this is what you do? That's what you do? And then you kick him in the stomach and you give him the Stone Cold Stunner.
That could work too.
Gonna make me stomp a mud hole in your ass and then walk it dry.
There's someone who should have had a movie career. I wish he had a big movie career.
Well, he was in that movie. What was that?
Motherfucking Stone Cold.
Condemned? He was in that movie, The Condemned, I think.
Yeah, and he was also in the first Expendables. He was Eric Roberts' goon in the first Expendables.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem with wrestlers. They're typecast. You can't put Stone Cold in a remake of the Notebook.
Oh, you want to have
with Ryan Gosling?
Stone Cold as the stat in the remake of Interview with a Vampire.
Exactly. You can't make them this type. They're typecast. They're gonna be hardcore guys. Any movie that Stone Cold's in, how can I take them seriously? I don't know if I could. Even The Rock.
If it's like a movie where you're supposed to have somebody who's, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Then yeah.
I would love to see I'd love to see the Undertaker in a serious drama, like a romantic drama.
A romantic drama.
Basically, he looks almost exactly the same as when he is wrestling, but they'd want to take it seriously.
And that would be
I would like. You know what I would like to see Mark Calloway do? Here's what Mark Calloway should really do. He should really think about starting his own line of sleepwear, kind of like that My Pillow guy. So you know what? You can get My Pillow, you can get My Comforters, and you can rest in Peace.
Well,
But still, my favorite wrestler is still probably the Ultimate Warrior for all the batshit crazy stuff he says.
If he had sleeping bags designed to look like body bags.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
would buy that in a heartbeat.
You're saying sell products based on your character. Like Undertaker will sell coffins, or Stone Cold will have the Stone Cold beer, or something like
He
that.
does have his own beer.
He does?
Yes.
Don't they market this to children?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stone Cold has his own.
Screw the kids. Let's get the Stone Cold beer.
I think it's called like Broken Skull Ranch beer or something.
Yeah, IPAs. Yeah.
Wow. Does it taste any
All right,
good?
well, Kiss sells coffins. They have their own coffins.
No, Sentinel, I agree. Undertaker
man,
better
yes.
not do Dancing with the Stars.
Oh God, keep him away from that.
Who?
Undertaker.
Yep.
Oh my God, that would be so cool.
Undertaker's knees will shatter.
You put him in off a little tiny girl.
Undertaker's knees will probably shatter if he even tries.
No. But we're gonna put him in Dancing with the Stars. Give him the fattest woman possible to hold up.
Oh, hey, Bone, they're the ones that actually sabotaged the Lord's stream, huh?
His knees will.
Undertaker would dance with the song. It would be him with a woman just dancing around him.
His knees will hold up like Fabergé eggs.
Oh my God, that would be so funny. Undertaker with Dancing with the Stars, dancing with the wrestlers.
God, why don't they get Rikishi to go do it?
With the stinky face.
Oh, they just showed Rikishi before on this pay-per-view we're watching. Rikishi was there.
Wait, you're streaming while watching a movie, and this isn't a live stream? You watch party?
Nah, we're watching a pay-per-view.
No, this is not a watch party.
We're watching a football game, and we're just bullshitting with everybody right now. So we're doing multitasking.
Okay, that's good.
We're watching Roman Reigns versus McIntyre.
Oh, hey, Maura.
I would love to see a sorry, I was finished.
That's all right. Hey, Maura, and here's the problem with that. You could probably block their main account because I did it on Slasher's stream that night, and they used the sock account. And when I blocked that sock account, it blocked their main account too. But the problem is they're just going to go ahead and they're going to make another sock account with another, email and everything like that, and that's how they're going to keep coming back.
But like I was saying, let's see what I was saying. I forgot what I was going to say. Crap.
It happens to all of us. Trust me. I went to the store today and I forgot what the hell I went there for.
well, Dino, considering how old you are, I mean, it's apparent that sooner or later you're going to boomer it. So
well, I'm 60. I'm over 67 million years old. Of course, I'm going to forget things at times.
I think you're due. I think you were due for one.
That's quadruple the Alzheimer's.
Actually, no, it's 1,000 times the Alzheimer's. Do your math correctly.
Do dinosaurs get Alzheimer's? Is that improving?
Well,
basically,
basically, I have quantum leaped through the time I'm of Earth several million years back and forth. It's like Michael J. Fox. Does he really age if he time travels, or is he just kind of in another environment or at the same age?
Imagine that you time loop into the past and you bump around a bunch of fucking dinosaurs that would suck.
There's also the space-time continuum thing that if you so much as step on a bug, if you go back in time,
the butterfly effect.
Plus, you gotta consider parallel universes.
We didn't take those.
Yeah, also parallel universe.
I could tell you how many alternative times I've landed in that were just freaking weird. You're a nuclear war. Or a bunch of people just standing around, for no reason. He's just waiting for the iPhone or corporate overlord, just basically a technological dictatorship.
I've asked this question to Slasher many times. If we could actually go back in time, what year would you want to go back to? And I always said like maybe the 60s.
So you want to go back into a time that you didn't exist?
Yeah, of course.
Would you not want to go back into a time that you did exist to make things right?
I'm saying if you could keep doing that, fine. But if I could go back to the time, I would want to go back to the 60s where everything was free sex and like everybody loving each other kind of.
Yeah, and you'd be fucking infested with STDs.
No, not in the 60s.
And drug addiction.
Oh, you're saying I would bring STDs to the 60s?
I'm saying you're gonna be living the hippie life.
He'd bring AIDS to 1960s.
All right.
Imagine you bring STDs to the 60s. That's how you would fuck up the space life continuum. Oh man.
I'm clean as a whistle.
No, I'm just saying if somebody had it though.
Oh, you mean like all right? So all right.
Because in the 60s was free sex.
All right, so like all right, saying like all right, you are in 1986 at the pinnacle of the AIDS epidemic, right? And then you bring AIDS into 1945.
Or now I bring COVID to 1945. Fuck it, we'll start early.
That is definitely time continuum.
Yeah, Doc Brown would not like that. Marty, you brought COVID with you.
No, you
didn't take your test.
Marty, you gotta back it up.
See, you got it all wrong, Mikey. What you want to do is you want to go back into probably about the 70s. This new wave of teachers and instructors that are in all these universities, and you want to bring all of them COVID. You want to bring it to them early before they infest all the universities.
Yeah, I would bring COVID and also bring the vaccine so I can become richer.
But you have to destroy the superintendents and also the people giving them government funding too. This is how we accept the spread. And of woke teachers.
I'll give it to that principal. What was that principal's name in Back to the Future? That was a scumbag.
Oh God! Oh, that guy was an asshole.
Yeah. You slacker.
Fun fact: that guy's actually in the He-Man movie.
Is he?
I saw a movie the other day.
He plays the cop in there.
I saw a movie the other day where I thought it was that guy, and then I looked at the credits and I was like, no, this is Donald Pleasance, but really young and skinny. I thought it was that guy from Back to the Future.
Yeah, that was that guy was funny. They get slacker. We need principals like that. You
No, we
fucking
don't.
slackers. We need principals like that to put the kids into shape, man. I'm telling you, we need those kind of principals.
No,
Nowadays,
you have to rebel against.
Nowadays, the principals are like, okay, hey, you don't want to do work?
Okay.
Well, that's your decision. You're perfectly fine with it.
Just don't tell your mom.
They can't punish a kid worth a damn.
You don't want to do work? Here's a bag of cocaine, Timmy.
Hey, Bone. The next time you see a weird comment like that posted on something that you do, just ask back if there are basement dwellers. That's it. That'll irritate them more than anything.
Oh, wait. All right. So is this the usual suspects we're talking about right here?
It seems so, because I was talking with Ord's Boards earlier, and he seemed to think that it was the same guys. And I had a little rant yesterday. I'd stopped on Stephen Walton's actually, whose channel? That was on Jane Theory's channel. And they had a little rogue entertainment stream going. And I stopped in and I just made my little beef about these basement dwelling trolls. You know, talking about they're going to take over, and the only thing they've ever taken over is their mother's basement.
Yeah. That doesn't matter. There's actually a YouTube channel called Mother's Basement. And I'm like, seriously, I'm not getting my nerd news from your asses. This is with that title.
Oh, here you go.
Well, he would have the most. I mean, Mother's Basement.
I'll keep doing this over and over again. StreamYard link in the chat.
Ain't nobody want to join that shit.
Come through and yell your childish shit.
No one. All the haters come through too.
So you get the raid can to the face.
Get your asses up in this panel.
You know what you do? You know what you do? You mute them, and then you just make fun of them, and then kick them off.
Yeah.
Raid can. I call it the raid can.
Roaches check in, but they don't check out? Or no, they just kill the motherfuckers.
No, I bash them with the can before I spray them.
I heard. I remember how you used to kill mice back in the days. I'm a little disappointed. You used to stomp on them with your feet, right? After you caught them, you would stomp on them, I heard. Put them out of their misery.
Rat burger.
I had to do that once at the job I was working at.
Because you were branded in the neighborhood as like the...
No. Shut up. Just shut up.
Okay.
Before you battle on I had to do that.
You weren't the merciful one.
I had to do that one time at my job because I had a choice. I was a nighttime doorman, and all of a sudden, one of the people come down that was working with me. They hand me a fucking Ziploc bag with a bunch of mice caught on a rack on one of those.
And they wanted
traps.
you to exterminate them?
They're like, just throw this in the garbage on the corner.
And you stomped on them in front of them.
I couldn't. No, not in front of them. I took them outside. I wasn't gonna throw them in the thing, and
they would come right back.
I had to mercy kill them. First of all, if you try to rip a mouse off one of those glue traps, you will kill them.
Right. I understand that.
I was just trying.
Oh, so you were a nice guy.
Could you say it's a nice guy when I have to flip the fucking trap over and poof?
No.
Speaking of extermination of unwanted pests, my apartment has contracted exterminators who are ineffective as shit. Seriously, I have had roach problems almost for about 12 months.
Instead of dropping repellent and they're dropping food for them. This will get rid of them.
No. The problem is this: they keep on fumigating, they keep on spraying the toxin to kill these bugs in only one apartment. They don't do it all at once. It's in all apartments. So basically, it's going to do
scattering around into different apartments.
Oh.
Yeah,
right?
that's the problem. That's the problem with apartments. Like once they're in, it's almost impossible.
They're going to move to different territory.
Well, that's what happened to me recently because they started doing construction down below, and for some reason now this, I had to catch a few. I wasn't as I guess merciless as you. I would just put them in the garbage. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I squashed these fucking roaches with my bare hands.
Actually, he could start a company. Slashers, perfect name. Slashers, rodent destroyer or terminator. You just fucking smash them shits.
Slashing Rodents Incorporated.
Slashers Romp and Stomp Extermination Company.
Oh, he's good.
I've also caught mice in my own house, and what I did was take them down to the park
in
our neighborhood and let them go. I did that in the park. I did that.
Oh, you were Maximus the Merciful, like Gladiator.
I just poison pigeons in the park and they eat them.
I've been merciless and merciful. So.
No, Tommy had it right. You're Romp and Stomper. That's what you are.
That's probably what his wife calls him whenever he kills a spider.
Never been married.
That's the joke.
Stomper.
Yeah, I think the only thing that they're not really immune to, like bone, is when they do like that whole house bag fog extermination. That kills everything. I've seen them actually do that on shows. Like that shit's crazy when they bag the whole house.
I actually want them to do that, but they won't.
Because I've seen the one show where after they did that, they had to, they were gonna redo parts of the house, and they tore down the wall, and all these roaches started falling out, dead roaches. Oh. This shit was crazy.
It's like Joe's apartment.
There's like one. That was actually I like Joe's apartment. That's the most 90s thing I've ever seen.
You didn't see Joe's apartment?
No.
I know. I saw it. It was hilarious.
I remember the
Who's the actor? Jerry O'Connell, right?
They used to have
Jerry O'Connell.
All I remember was the skits they had on.
Oh, it was hilarious. He had a date over.
I like the movie.
He had a date coming over, and he had to compromise with the roaches. He's like, "Please stay away, guys."
I love how essentially these kids are so ghetto. They're playing with heroin syringes.
Uh-huh.
It is the one scene.
It was funny.
I never saw any.
It's like guilty pleasure, like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, super shit like that. Those kind of movies, you know.
But
overall, I'm addicted to stop motion. I love that shit.
But I remember there was skits on MTV they used to have.
They had that one slasher. I'm sure Dino remembers this one too. When they had that one on Creepshow.
Oh,
where all the roaches came out and they killed the person.
Yep. I remember that.
Which Creepshow was that? Was it the first one or the second one?
First one. Creepshow movie.
I ended up jumbling those.
Was that the one where they buried Ted Danson in the sand?
That was the first one, yeah.
I actually came across something similar to that. Basically, I have cereal, and these fucking roaches just get in the damn box. Because I forgot to close the damn box.
That used to be a problem for me too. I used to have to shake. Oh God, that was so horrible. Oh, you had to put the cereal in the fridge. It was horrible. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that your roaches are motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I don't mind you stomping those, but not, you know.
However, the left says they're good protein.
Yeah, no thanks.
Well, yeah.
Well, on Fear Factor, they would eat those big Madagascar cockroaches.
Yuck.
It would make me puke just watching.
All right. Well, what's worse than regular old ass cockroaches is the water bugs, which are basically
that's what I mean.
Flying cockroaches on steroids.
He had the flying ones, like superhero roaches, almost.
Hey, Slasher.
Right.
You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing until you seen what's called the American cockroach. That we see them down in Florida. These things are like over 3 inches long.
The one they try to
3 inches.
They try to fancy them up and call them palmetto bugs, right?
No. Those are completely different. Palmetto bugs are actually. They got like on the back of their carpus. They got like it's almost like a wavy pattern, like it's ridged on the back of their ass. The American cockroach looks almost like a regular cockroach with the flat wings and everything, except they're 3 inches long and they're
3 inches. Yeah. That's longer than some penises.
dude, that is a fucking rad roach. You know what I'm talking Fallout?
Look at
Get a fucking crowbar and smash the damn things.
Oh yeah, you can't hit it with like a shoe or something. They might get up and walk away.
We used to have to get combat traps in my house back in the day, and some of these water bugs were so fucking enormous.
They get immune to this shit.
No. They would get stuck in the combat trap, couldn't move, and then just would die. And there's one we had where there's just antlers sticking out of the combat trap.
The antennas. That's disgusting.
It was like a 10-point buck.
What'd you do?
No, that motherfucker was dead. That motherfucker was not moving.
You have to do a romping
That
stuff.
motherfucker was dead.
He was Dunsky.
Well, here's a funny little tidbit of information for you. You know where the what they call water bugs, where they came from originally? They came from China.
Oh, did they?
China. We give you if you iPhone on PlayStation. It's and also COVID over the bugs.
Get all the best bugs from China.
Bugs.
Bugs.
What are those? Those killer wasps or hornets or whatever they are?
Japanese murder hornets.
Yeah, those. Yeah. So all that stuff comes over from Asia.
I heard that you were breeding them.
Though I will forgive Japan for them, and mainly for hentai. And Godzilla films. I'm thinking Hammer films also. That is why I forgive.
How did we totally miss Murder Hornets? Murder Hornets, like they were like seeing everything fucked up going on. They were like, nah.
Well, they just caught a big nest.
We're not going to bother with you people.
Basically, I'm a janitor outside work for a while. My friend Jerry was on vacation. Earl was taking care of it, but then when he heard about the Japanese murder hornets, he's like, "Oh shit!" But I sent Dino out there to take care of the shit.
Yeah,
you got paranoid.
Could kill us when we walk outside. That's 101 now.
I just got funny to think about his philosophy. It's like I'm over 60 years old. I'm too young to die.
Well, there was also 2 meteors that didn't even want to come near here.
Well,
right?
did you hear about the
Didn't
one
we
that
miss
just
2
passed us
didn't
by
we-
like
We missed 2
3
meteors
miles?
this year because it doesn't. The meteor is so like.
Have you noticed that they didn't tell us
skeptical.
about how close it was until after it passed us? They didn't warn us that it was going to be like 2 miles away. There was a meteor that was like just 2 miles away.
There was another one. It was either the spring or the summer that it just missed us. Even the meteors don't want anything to do with us.
But
there's like one saying that I said about alien invasion films. If the aliens actually cared about us in any way, they'd be here by now.
But would they even want to bother with us?
That's the point. They don't want to bother with us. That's why they're not here.
If they could come over here, then they have the technology. They could do much more than. Why would they need Earth then? If they could even, travel over to this.
There's over a billion planets like Earth in our galaxy. Let's see if it's possible. So why would they go to us if we have weapons? Why not just go to the one that's uninhabited and very similar?
Well, I would imagine it's just like anything else. Like, what do we do when we discover a new tribe somewhere? We send people over there to find out how they live and what they do. I would imagine it's got to be the same thing.
I think we could be like entertainment to them to some extent. Yeah, like, silly humans. What do they do next?
Look at these savages.
What type of entertainment, though? But what type of entertainment would it be? Would it be Jerry Springer entertainment, or would it be like
Jerry Springer? How we just hurt each other and we
So it'd just be a shit show.
Oh look,
it'd be like a lot of variety. You do where it's like looking at our entertainment, looking at what's going on on Earth, or that kind of shit, like multiple channels on Earth.
Maybe it'd be like Thor Ragnarok, They want to watch like Real Housewives or something.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, though. You're right. If aliens have the technology to come over here, why would they even have to expose themselves? They'll just watch us, I guess.
There's like one video game here that I love when I was a kid called Destroy All Humans. I'm not advocating for destroying all humans, but basically these aliens, this one alien basically named Crypto, he actually just hides as a human for most of what he does, as keeping in the hidden. Because like if you basically see your alien form in public, cops, ups, and other people start trying to kill you.
Yeah. No, I agree. If aliens came over here and had that kind of technology, they'll come over here and be like, fuck these assholes.
Exactly.
They're stupid. We don't need this. We don't need Earth. Earth's about to die anyway.
Unless they just want to harvest organs.
Actually, there is one thing I heard a while ago. I think it was like on this basically this one on a History Channel thing of like aliens in Alaska hunting people. I think maybe they want to kill us for fun on a small doses like the Predator.
Oh, like Predators, yeah.
That seems very likely.
It'll be Predator style.
Yeah, that's totally possible.
It seems more likely than the whole alien invasion where they want to exterminate us all for a destroyed Earth. Like seriously, we've destroyed them all. We've damaged the Earth beyond repair. Why do we do this? We can't evaluate this shit.
It's all about the technology. In other words, if we had the technology to go to other worlds and find life forms, we would be the aliens to them, right? We would go over there. We would be the aliens.
Well, of course, if we
like that shitty kids film Planet 51, where Dwayne Johnson plays the alien to the other aliens.
Yeah, Area 51 is a big mystery, but I believe it does exist, right?
No, I said Planet 51, not Area 51. Planet 51 is actually that piece of shit.
All right. Now, how about this? What if, in a strange set of coincidence, in a future timeline, we made it out to the stars, and obviously, if you're out in the galaxy and you're away from Earth's gravity, eventually, over time, your body's going to change. What if the aliens that are coming here are nothing but humans from the future?
Well, I was thinking about that one time myself. Aliens.
That was in the Godzilla film.
Oval heads. Looking. I mean, breathing air and shit.
Well, Superman is Kryptonian and he looks human.
Well, fun fact actually about aliens and time travel. Well, it's actually been said that the generic alien of the gray aliens, with the big face, black eyes, was taken from some of a scientist's example of what he believed humans would evolve into looking like in a few thousand years.
So we're all going to be giant head, black-eyed, gray-skinned people.
According to a whacked out scientist in the 1950s, yes.
I could see it.
Wasn't there a Twilight?
I could actually see it.
Wasn't there a Twilight Zone episode where like all pig faces and they would actually?
Yes. That's one of the famous episodes.
Yeah, the Twilight episode where all the pig-faced people were the normal people, and the woman that looked human, yes, she was John. Yes.
Remember what they said in Seinfeld? If there was pig-faced people, there would be women that would love them.
First of all, there's somebody for everybody.
Right. I'll take a pig face if she has a nice TNA.
There's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, I'll take a TNA stack.
I'd even date a slime woman.
Right. It's called a butterface. Yeah.
Jiggle physics are always the best when jello-ish.
Jello-ish.
Come on, there's probably some girl who like looks at Slimer from Ghostbusters and is like,
I'll get with that motherfucker. He can have my baby.
Ooh, the slime. Oh.
I want to get slimed by him.
It's like I like to imagine like one girl being like, "Oh, slime me." She writes her Ghostbusters fan fiction in the 80s. She stole her dad's typewriter for it.
Why do I picture Mikey why do I picture Mikey watching the original Ghostbusters in the one scene where the ghost comes up on the one character giving a blowjob, and he just keeps rewinding it and playing it over and over again.
I
it's kind of sad to get head from a ghost, considering most of them don't have heads.
You could save a ton of money on a ton of money on lube.
We have another entrant into the Coliseum.
All right.
What the actual?
Happy night to you, sister.
No, wait. No, JJ. You don't keep coming in saying this after I invite you early. Every time I invite you early, you come and say, what the fuck is going on? No, man.
Dude, you talking about getting slimed by Slimer, dude. That deserved a what the fuck.
Well,
we're weird and proud, damn it.
Slimer puts down those hot dogs. Mikey's on board.
Right. What's going on, guys? I don't get to talk to you near that often. Happy Dino, it's good to talk to you. I hope you're doing okay.
I'm doing dynamite today, my friend.
Dynamite.
You can't sue me, JJ Walker. I spell mine differently.
Dynamite.
Dude, check it out.
Alive?
JJ is actually mine. JJ
He's a radio
is
DJ from what I heard, on one of the 70s channels.
What's going on, Bone?
He's still alive, though? JJ Walker is still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's actually DJ.
Wow. He's still walking.
How you doing, Tommy?
I'm weaking along,
Dude, you got gold, brother.
I got more videos that I already got recorded, and I'm going to finish up and post soon.
Dude,
I found a lot more old school stuff.
Dude, you got that house is full with gold, man. I'm sorry for what had happened, but I'm happy for you for what you're finding. If that makes any sense.
You're finding more and more shit every day, and you've been there for a month and a half.
No, I've been there for a little over 2 months now. Just over 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be able to go home for Christmas, Tommy.
Now, I'm hoping to get home. I'm thinking like first or second week, tops in December, I should be home. I'm just waiting on paperwork to be able to move my brother now. I'm waiting for the surrogate's office in New Jersey to finish all their paperwork up, so I have complete control. But yeah, I've got all my paperwork in. I'm just waiting for everything to just come through and be finalized. And then
yay!
It's just I got that off my mind. I don't have to worry about it, and it's just straight cleaning the house up.
So you're holding up okay, Tommy? Are you in any pain right now? You holding good?
Nah, the normal. My back and my knees. And I've talked about that before. That I have problems with my back and knees, and this is actually quite a bit for me. So yeah, I'm hurting, but I got to get through it.
I'm not
nobody
trying
else
to be
can.
mean, but it's usually hard as hell to clean up a dead person's house because they're often hoarders when they die.
Yeah.
Seriously, they refuse to throw anything away.
Well, I mean, he kept everything. Everything, and like I showed a couple early videos. I mean, this stuff was literally piled from the floor to the ceiling. And,
How the hell can you live in that
like 7, 8
walking?
feet. I don't know how he managed to walk around half the time, especially since my father had a cane and he couldn't walk right, and he had all kinds of like problems, you know. And I don't know how he moved around that house and didn't kill himself.
And he also had a basement.
Shit, I'm sorry for that.
He had a basement.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but it's just so absurd.
He had a basement, a house, and an attic full of shit, just
in the box.
Yeah.
What was the biggest thing, Tommy, that surprised you that you found?
Quite honestly, I'm not going to give it away, but I got a video coming up later this week, and it was one of the things from my childhood. It was one of the things from my childhood I found in the attic that my dad still had, and it wasn't broken into pieces, which I was shocked. And yeah, two of them actually had the original boxes still in the attic too.
Was it very emotional for you to go through that stuff? Like, did you tear up a lot?
Nah.
Nah. You didn't say, "Oh my God, my father kept this."
Come on, Mikey. Tommy ain't a crying person.
Let me tell you something. You can take that line.
No, I don't say that, man. Like, everyone has emotions one way or another, whether you.
Well, you can take that line. You can take the line from Conan the Barbarian, and that applies to me. He is Conan, Sumerian. He does not cry, so I cry for him. That's me. I don't have time to cry.
The reason why
I don't have time to bleed.
I ain't got no time for drama.
Well,
bleeding.
Ask is because somebody that we both know, I guess I can say his name. He's not going to watch this. His name is Damon. We cleaned out his father's house, who recently passed away.
Oh no! Don't get into that story, man. That's a horrible story. Okay. No, don't get into that story.
We found a bunch of stuff.
This is a horrible story. No, I don't want him to get into the story.
Yeah.
No, that's a horrible story. No, don't get into that.
All right, but a lot of stuff.
It's a lot more extreme than your.
You find out a lot about your relatives when they pass away, and you clean out their home.
But Tommy, this story is a lot more extreme than your story.
Okay, he's going to have to tell me when I come up there and we go to Coney Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I have Coney Island that I was given. But
I want to hear every grisly detail too.
Oh yes. It was
when Tommy comes back here to the Bronx, bro, we gotta take that trip out to Coney, dude.
To Coney, and we'll take him to the Yard House. The Yard House is a nice pub. If things are
the Yard House ain't gonna be open,
right? But we're about to get shut down over here again.
We're already getting shut down here again.
Well, schools are shut down, but not bars yet. But
I like to. There's like one thing I found out about on the news when I hear that governor. Well, basically, he's like, "Hey, kids, for Christmas, you get no school."
Pretty much, right?
That's what kids think. School's out for session, but they're supposed to be learning remotely.
Yeah,
So
like jokes on you, kids. You're learning from home.
Well,
we can't call it sick anymore.
When you think about it, though, like how seriously bad is this going to affect kids in the long run?
A lot.
Huge.
You're going
like all the social
interactions. You're going to make them paranoid of everything and anything.
They'll be antisocial, and then when they finally go back to school, the teachers are going to have to catch up for all the shit that they missed from the year before.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. Now think about this. They're going to be this paranoid, and they're just going to be this like worried about everything. What's going to happen when they raise their kids? They're going to instill that same fear into them.
Yeah.
If you ever saw the movie Idiocracy, I feel that it could be like that one day.
Actually, it is very likely, considering most government institutions want people dumb as shit.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So they could be kind. I guess.
Subservient.
Yeah. Right.
Seriously, most teachers that are like liberal, progressive, as they call them, are pissed off that their kids are questioning them in their woke teachings that they inject in the lessons, where it's like, what does the wage gap have to do with the Civil War? Civil War, shit like that.
That's
Yeah.
a great point.
Everything
There's
apparently.
a lot of children right now that are lashing back at their parents' generation for not doing something about the problems that we're so-called in now. So it's
Like,
becoming
they basically, I found out one thing, like people my age, IRL, I'm like 21. I found out that most teens are actually becoming conservative, or it's really like as a cancel culture, not cancel culture, but like a counterculture like thing. Considering the establishment has gone too far left.
And in my opinion, it's not really conservative or liberal. It's just common sense.
Yeah.
Have common sense.
Yeah.
And watch what's going on. That's all you got to do. I mean, if you can't figure out what's going on, then it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Seriously,
Like,
school does not teach us jack shit that's useful in most society after basic math. Like seriously, go run laps. You're not teaching me how to file taxes. Just go.
In my opinion, teachers should be teaching the facts: history, science, social studies. Don't teach your own personal opinion on how you feel about the world. Let
Exactly.
decide on their own.
Seriously, I feel like I get more education from YouTubers that talk about history than most of the teachers I've come across who make it all about them.
Well, most teachers are idiots anyway, so.
Yeah, seriously, that degree does not mean shit.
Mike, what you're talking
Other
about?
than you wasted money on other than you wasted money on a high school, other than you wasted money on a college diploma.
Yeah, what he's talking about is called college now.
And we're forgetting about the fact, because of all the cancel culture that's going on, they have to change all the history books, remove certain people, remove a lot of things. History is going to change. It's changing, unfortunately.
Well,
History is offensive.
Well, look what they did when they talk about the Civil War. When they talk about the Civil War in any kind of like public school or even private schools, they talk about it from the Ken Burns perspective. And that's the only perspective that they have. And they assume that everybody that was in the South was like a plantation owner and had all kinds of money and had slaves. And that is anywhere but so far from the truth that it's actually ridiculous.
Oh, that reminds me. Back when I was in high school, like basically like 2010, and basically we're talking about like Harry S. Truman. Like I'm basically tired as shit. Keep this in mind. I'm not very coherent. Basically, like the president during like World War II, we're talking about like, was he just about to drop the atomic bomb in Hiroshima, in Japan? And we're like, my side was yes, and it's like, it's justified, but it's on grounds of war crime, but it is still a hate crime. That's what they said. That's what the teacher conclusion was.
Well, the funny thing about that is that 90% of those history books, they don't talk about how the Americans actually warned the Japanese that they had this weapon and they didn't want to use it.
Yep.
And they refused to surrender.
And that Truman was itching. Truman was itching to get into the war.
Well, he had every right to get into that, though.
But he was itching to get in.
What bothers me the most is when all this so-called whatever woke culture, whatever, they don't realize the true facts of what's going on and what they're fighting for. When you want to tear down Abraham Lincoln statues, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No. Oh, well, it's not even that, Mikey. You know, they tore down the Michigan statue for colored black troops.
They even tore down on a dinosaur museum statue. Where does it end?
About the dinosaurs.
Dude.
Seriously, I made a rant video on it because someone was like, are you going to touch on this? And I'm like, well, I guess I could.
They tore down
the video.
They tore down a statue of Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, you know that slave owner guitarist, Stevie Ray Vaughan, that oppressed so many black people? Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah.
Right.
Well, you know, he had a tumble splasher.
We know how much that guy oppressed people.
We're lowering the bar. We're gonna put a statue of Honey Boo Boo, right? Honey Boo Boo statue.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna lie. If they put a statue of a Honey Boo Boo,
I know they.
I might want to tear that statue.
I know they made a Captain America statue in New York, and I'm like, I want to see them tear that down to see people's reaction to it, like the MCU did. They'd be like, "We will rebuild it better, stronger, better than ever," and I'm like, Seriously, you get Captain America statue?
You know what we should do? We should build a big giant statue made out of soy to represent all these easily offended people, and then tear it down.
There we go.
No, we
A
gotta
big ass-
build. We
No,
gotta build
we
that
got it.
shit off of the following things: soy, broken iPhones. It was out of freaking cat food. We need those things to build the thing out of.
No, that's it. That's it. Pick one state in the entire U.S. and make this big fucking 150, 200 foot tall statue of one gigantic soybean.
Yes. Put it in Portland, I think. That'll work out.
George Soros statue. Let's build a statue of George Soros just so everyone can knock it down. Let's do that.
Well, here's the thing. The people that are tearing down the statues are not professional contractors. They're tearing down statues. They're killing themselves because they're pulling it. You heard the stories about the people that got killed by tearing down statues?
I won't say that they don't deserve it.
They kill themselves by tearing down statues.
That's okay in my book.
Now, hold on, Slasher. You don't know nothing about these guys. Some of these guys getting hurt doing this job. They're just doing the job, man. You don't know which way they face. They're just trying to make some money.
Oh, you're saying that?
Well,
You don't know.
JJ, watch who gives you your paycheck.
What do you mean? Who
Still,
gives me my paycheck?
they're not doing this for money. They're doing this for brownie points.
I have
You're
no
saying if I
clue.
break the statue, I can get likes on social media?
No. Dino, you're wrong. Dino, you're wrong.
I have no clue.
Dino, some of these people are paid.
Only the people that are paid.
I have no clue where I get my paycheck from. It's direct deposited.
Bill Burr said it the best, the comedian. He goes, any guy who pretends to be a feminine is just trying to get a woman in the bed, pretty much.
I agree with that.
It's
It's like all the male feminists that basically are in the movement just to get laid. There is no other reason they can only get in the movement. Basically, they're only there because like most women will not want them by themselves, and they're like, maybe if I simp for her, or they'll hide I'm a psychopath.
Yo, guys, this has been going on for so long.
All the male feminists seem to get caught up in Me Too shit later on.
Exactly.
This shit has been going on so long. You guys have already heard of it, and I'll prove it to you. You know, everybody here, anybody left in the chat, you've all heard this. You know, I'm just a lesbian trapped in a man's body.
Oh, what about Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
He was a China man trapped in his body. Like, oh, why you make that stupid face? You go, this is how I feel on the inside. It's crazy.
It's just my face.
It's just my face.
I sexually identify as a lamb. My pronouns are on and off.
No, you're exactly right.
Don't you laugh at my pronouns, damn it. But it's ma'am, damn it.
South picked up this whole thing years ago when they did the remember he became a dolphin, and they didn't respect dolphin things. They didn't have like special seating for dolphins. It was a long time ago, but it kind of relates to today.
Yeah, it does.
You know, you have to make special seating for dolphins and things like that. But
I demand big ass dinosaur seats when I sit in the movie theater. Here, seriously, I want big ass cushiony seats.
You can do that. You can actually do that, and you will get away with it.
If that was your pronoun, if that's your pronoun by Dino instead of Zen, Sip, or Zerk, it's Dino.
You can get away.
My
with
pronouns are Chomp and Dinosaur. What do you expect?
They have to have special seating in AMC Theater for you then.
Exactly.
Exactly. The 100,000 great. The 1,000-pounder can sit very well.
There needs to be seats where you have the comfortable tail seating.
Yes, and God forbid the T-Rex neck is too high and it blocks somebody and they complain. It's dinosaur shaming.
Exactly.
It's shaming.
Like seriously, like maybe get like
the next level, Dino.
Well, like basically rising seats to rise over me.
Yo, what up,
What's up? What's up?
Happy night to you, Deej.
But you know, Happy, you ought to know, man. Your nickname's Grimlock.
That is a different dinosaur, sir. How dare you say we all look alike? Like, under this costume, I am basically the actor who played a Godzilla 98.
Pardon me for a moment. Deej.
Grimlock, kick butt.
Hold on. Deej, you ready for me tonight? I'm listening to music right now as we speak. I've been practicing all week. So I may lose, but don't think I'm going to be that easy.
Are you going to be in a karaoke contest, JJ?
No, we're on, me and Deej are on Han Star's Name That Tune tonight.
Hope
Which
all's
is
well,
in-
Deej.
Which is in 40 minutes. It's on at 11 o'clock.
Me, Grimlock, bash heads. Happy Dinosaur must like us.
He talk like Tarzan.
You know what?
I tried to join the Dinobots, but they shunned me because I was not a robot.
Yo, give that man a voice modulator because he got very close just on his own. That was awesome, Tommy. Really.
It's not charged to Grimlock. It's me, Grimlock, Dino, friend, and to Autobots. See?
Oh, wait.
Ooh,
By the way,
Undertaker.
Grimlock the man, and you see him as Dinosaur and not Machine.
Tommy, we're getting Undertaker's 950th farewell right now.
Awesome.
Happy
you watching that right now?
We're watching both that and football right now. Hold on.
Is he pointing the crooked finger?
There we go. Look, this is what we watch.
They can't see it though.
Big screen TV.
That's a nice television.
And little screen TV.
A projection screen up top.
Yeah, it's 100-inch up top and 40-inch down below.
But I guess I can't show too much of it because
says goodbye more
I
times
can't show
than the
I
Hulk
won't show
operator.
too much of it because the NFL and Vince McMahon will both come after me right now. So.
All right, hold on. Let's see where your priority's at. What's on the 100-inch right now?
The wrestling
The
crap.
pay-per-view. The wrestling pay-per-view.
To hell with football, right?
Well,
They don't-
Undertaker's
I
They don't-
hate all
right now,
sports
they don't-
that do not have a storyline.
They don't.
This Undertaker entrance has also been dragging out for like 15 minutes.
He took about 25 minutes to get to
They
the ring.
brought a bunch of people out to come celebrate with him.
And he's retiring, but he'll probably come back for the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, he's
Nah, I doubt. Man's old, man. He's
I'm
been
sure
doing
he's
this for
retired.
30,
He's been old for a while.
Yeah, he's been old for a
30 years, man. Give that man a break. He's wanting to go.
I love him.
You're never too old.
He's not good. He'll be.
You know,
All right. Next time Vince McMahon wants to do a Saudi Arabia show after the COVID thing is over, Undertaker will be there.
well, yeah. If he's feeling healthy enough, he'll show up. But hey, Deej, you know what? If they ever did come out with the Pigacons, I'd be all over them.
The Pigacons?
Either that or he'll be on Cameo for
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
guys,
he does have
I
a
got-
cameo.
He does not have a
I got
cameo.
another stream
Alright.
to go to, so it's been a pleasure talking with you all. But I gotta go.
No doubt,
All
man.
right, Happy. Take care, man.
All right,
Thanks
Dino.
for coming through.
I'm out.
Thanks for
Peace
coming out.
out.
Happy
Bye.
Dinosaur show. Mike says later. Happy Dinosaur.
I'm clicking the X. Why the hell is going on?
Peace out, man.
Beating his phone up, trying to get out. Got to beat the X, man. What do you expect with such little arms?
Sounded like he was
Yeah,
punching his phone.
No, I think he was chomping on his microphone.
Yeah, it did sound kind of muffled there for a minute.
It went boop, 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 boop.
So let's go to Slasher.
Chilling at Mike's, and like I said, we're watching football.
Well, let me ask JJ. I wanted to ask
And a
Happy Dinosaur this
stupid
question
pay-per-view at the
because
same time.
I wanted to ask Happy Dinosaur this
Well,
question.
Happy
because
Dinosaur bounce.
he would be the most qualified, but I'll ask JJ. JJ, you see how every now and then you find in like countries like Egypt where they find mummified bodies and they're able to extract the DNA from those things. Do you think that if they could extract DNA from like dinosaur things that they find, whatever, mummified, whatever, that they could actually build a Jurassic Park type thing?
I believe they already have.
I think so too. I think they have it.
Now, hold on. Before you get excited, I believe they already. Hey, I believe they already have because they came up with the story from somewhere. Okay, but I do not believe it was successful.
Well, you know what they were working on? They were working on trying to bring back the woolly mammoth because they found the baby mammoth with viable DNA. And they were trying to work on bringing it back. Now, they were using, I think it was an African elephant, which was the closest descendant to a woolly mammoth, to try to bring that species back. Now, is it going to be exactly like it was before? No, not even close.
No, it's
But
like
they're going to try to reintroduce animals like that.
Why do you think there's extenuating laws behind not being able to clone one of us, a person? That's because they've already done it, and either they either they've succeeded or they failed. Either or, either
they've already done it. I agree with you. And they have some kind of island that Johnny Depp doesn't own, that they're using the freaking that they're doing this Jurassic Park crap, or the woolly mammoth things that's going on, or the humans even.
Something.
Well,
that's my personal opinion. A lot of the stuff that you hear or even see vague movie ideas or TV show ideas upon, I believe somewhere someone along the way has attempted it.
I'm really surprised that we're still using human soldiers for like frontline wars. I mean, we have so much technology. You might as well just use
as opposed to cyborgs.
Oh no, which could just fire things at a drop of a dime.
I believe cyborgs.
They do. No, hold on. They do have these little drones. They fit in the palm of your hand, and they fly around, and they have one round in them.
One round.
One round, and it's
like miles.
No, listen to me.
Cyborgs is the next step, I believe.
No, listen to me.
No,
hang on. Let me do this. Literally, this thing fits in the palm of your hand. It's about yay big around. It is a drone. I've seen this. Look it up on YouTube. Okay, it's got one round in it. It's meant to fly short distances, pop somebody, and get the hell out.
Yeah,
that's not surprising. Yeah.
Yeah. Except that the only thing is that most people that were going after that are hiding are in caves and shit where those things can't get to. If they were out in the open.
What I'm saying, as opposed to humans, the next is creation of cyborgs, and they're going to send the cyborgs.
These things can be operated from your cell phone.
And here's
anybody could be using it. You'll never know it because you got people all the time looking at their phone.
And I don't know if you ever saw the movie Congo. It was like about a laser that could go really far. We already have satellites. We know what people are.
Oh, God.
Can't they have like lasers?
And the gorilla with the power gloves that could
I'm
talk?
just saying. The technology is more than we
Amy, good girl. Amy,
good girl.
Good girl.
Go away, ugly human.
I actually like that movie, all right?
It's a great movie. I've seen it 100 times. I like Tim Curry in it.
100 times.
Maybe, yeah. I like
no, just with the ape, man. It's a very touching movie.
The story of it?
Yeah, I like Amy's story of it because they are actually doing stuff like that in real life.
Hey, DJ, if you're a clone, does your other one always go around in the Slavey Odyssey outfit?
God, I hope not. Tommy, I got to concentrate for tonight. Don't throw me off.
What could you possibly be concentrating on?
I think I'm done now.
Music. I'm on name that tune. I'm on name that tune tonight. I'm thinking about music.
Who said that? Oh, that was DJ
Odyssey.
That was. Oh yeah, I didn't say that shit.
Hey, JJ. Slavey Odyssey. Slavey Odyssey.
You're making noise.
Tommy, when you come home, I'm not that far from you, right?
Oh, they live in Jacksonville, Florida.
Tommy's in Florida.
Yeah, Tommy lives in Florida, but I think I'm about 4.
I mean, he's in New Jersey now, but he's in Florida, like where he resides.
Don't make me come down there and buy your ass a beer, son.
Oh, I'll take that beer.
like it's a threat and shit, right?
I know Tommy drinks beer because me and this motherfucker were drinking all night.
And a lovely night it was, gentlemen.
Oh, the shit show, yeah. It was a lovely shit show.
It was good. It was good until what, like an hour or so in, hour and a half.
No, actually, they were streaming. You guys were streaming for a while.
That
Oh, you
said
mean until
an hour.
Travesty, whatever his name was, came?
Oh, just stop.
You know that motherfucker. That motherfucker's still trying to aim for me, and I'm like, man, fuck you. Seriously, I told him. I told him, fuck you.
Yo, JJ, you do this in his face, kick him in the stomach. Stone Cold Stunner.
Nah, he was on one of Anthony's streams one night, and I was on the panel, and he popped in, and he started having at everybody. I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, please say something to me because I'm gonna get this said and done and over with.
Because he's a Klingon.
I told him flat out.
He's a Klingon, and not
Hey.
he's a Klingon and not a Star Wars reference. I mean, Star
Hey,
Trek.
no,
The
I don't.
Klingon that's trying to cling on.
I don't care if he's from Turkestan.
I think that's in his bio.
I told him flat out. Listen, dude, whatever makes you sleep at night.
He's from Turkestan?
Yeah, Turkestan. Yes.
I like it. High five, Jinqui.
I told him flat out. I said, dude, whatever makes you sleep at night. I said, I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Just say it and get it the fuck over with. I said, while we're at it, why don't you just fuck off while you're at it?
You know what? I mean, quite honestly, that guy, he reminds me of a Bon Jovi song. You know, he gives queefs a bad name.
Oh. Oh.
Damn.
He gives queefs a bad name.
Damn.
So what is the whole mentality behind somebody like that? They just think they can become popular from being
Have
trolls?
you been on the internet for like 5 minutes?
Whatever. Not really. I'm just joining the club here.
Well, rumor has it that he's losing subs left and right. That's rumor. So, way I'm thinking, all right, if he's slowly destroying himself on YouTube, he's trying to see how many people he can piss off on his way out the door.
But it's
That's
almost like
usually the
how
way
it
it
worked back in the days. People love to watch people that do crappy things like that.
And that's exactly what he is. He's a Howard Stern show wannabe. That's
Has he ever shown
exactly, I've said this numerous times. He is a Howard Stern show wannabe. I have said this numerous times, and I've been proven right, left and right, over and over again.
Yeah, but his even his insults are stupid. They don't make any sense.
No.
But whatever. I'm not gonna hate on the hater. But
And if he's here watching, if you're here watching, you want to try to get in again, yo, get in again. Try to get in again.
no,
And scream, you stupid fucking.
Tommy's gonna go.
No,
off
no,
on
no,
this
no.
guy.
Fuck
I think
that.
Tommy lives for that shit.
Yeah, you
No,
know.
I'm not
I'm not
going to bother giving
Stop.
him the satisfaction
Wait,
again.
no. I know, because I know this motherfucker does the hate watch thing too. Coming through right here, right now. Try to do it again. Raid can. Not even sprayed, just bash.
Meet me on the top
Just
of the.
bash you with the can.
Meet me on the top of the Wonder Wheel.
You know, as he loves to say.
Oh, I don't know how he miraculously fell off this
It was
Wonder
a
Wheel.
travesty.
I have no idea how he fell off the top of this Wonder Wheel. Oh, I'm sorry.
He slipped. But it shut down because of COVID. It wasn't even working.
Oh, there might have been a banana peel there right now.
What do you got, JJ?
No, I was just thinking. He claims from damn near everybody he interacts with, oh, no talent, this, get some creativity, that, copy and paste. Well, guess what? He ain't nothing but the definition of copy and paste.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, JJ. I said that before, that he's giving away his whole strategy every time he says that. Because that's what it is. It's the same thing over and over again, and he doesn't deviate from the same bored, tired, cliche jokes.
So where are you? Where are you?
Stop it. Stop. Don't
Yo,
make it into that now.
hey, testicle.
Don't make that into that.
Nah, Slasher. Don't call him out, man. It seems like you're having a good time tonight. Why ruin it?
I want to squash him
But that
again.
doesn't make you any better than him then if you do that. That's all.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Anyway, the best revenge is living well. But
The way I look at it is, don't give him the air. Don't give him the time.
right, exactly.
You see this?
Let him
down right on his forehead.
That's my computer.
let him fade into the darkness from whence he came.
DJ, we're talking about testicle.
Anyway, JJ, how you liking The Mandalorian? You watching it? I'm guessing.
Yeah. You know, it could be better, but then again, it's not the worst thing we've ever seen.
Right, but the production value is great. I believe the production value is great. They do a pretty good job. I mean, a lot of people didn't even realize at the end of the first episode who came back, which was, I guess, Boba Fett, right? Came back?
Yeah.
Watch the show.
Hey, check it out. Check it out. Okay, yeah, they got a high production value on the show. But what I've been noticing, because I noticed this on either the second or third show of the first season, they're using like backroom CGI graphics. Okay, this past Friday's episode, this last one,
I didn't see it, but go ahead.
When the Razor Crest lands at the beginning of the show, okay, you can tell that ain't nothing but green screen the fuck right out.
I guess they have.
Bone. Hey, good night, Bone.
Have a good one, Bone.
Later, Bone.
But so the Mandalorian.
Have a good one, Bone. Thanks for coming through.
The Mandalorian takes place right after the Jedi and before the Force Awakens, correct?
It takes you about 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
So did they ever explain? And I might have missed it. Excuse my ignorance. How Baby Yoda came to be?
No, that is still the question. Whether it's a clone, whether it's actually a child or a child of someone.
Or maybe Yoda projected himself into a Baby Yoda body.
Nope.
Or maybe it's the race of Yoda type looking people.
Hey guys, hang on.
Okay.
Think about this one. I'm gonna throw this little straw in your cap. Okay.
Drop the jewels.
All right. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. There is a female Yoda in the Jedi Council chamber.
Yaddle.
That's right. There is.
Yaddle,
Yeah,
yes.
Yaddle.
That's right. There is.
Okay,
So there's
and
a
now
Yoda race. So there's a Yoda race.
this child is about 50 years old. Okay, from episode 1 to say Return of the Jedi is about 34, 35 years. Plenty of time for them two to have a kid and keep going.
So who's the father? What?
Who knows? I'm just saying that's a theory.
Who is the father?
Well,
I
you know what?
times.
No.
I don't remember a Yoda on the council.
You say 100 times. I don't think you saw it 100 times.
What'd you do?
I don't think you saw it 100 times, Mike.
You just got rid of the whole thing.
Shut up, Mike.
Wait a minute. Do what now?
Nothing. Mike's just being a spaz.
Well, let him be a spaz, but I didn't hear what he said.
No.
Hey, JJ.
Yes, sir.
DJ is saying that DJ's saying he's throwing the link out.
Yeah. I know. I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm gonna pop in there in a few minutes.
All right, take care, Deej.
Later, dudes. I'll see you in a minute.
Well, you know, the one thing that I've seen about that Mandalorian, and I don't watch it, but I hear other people talking about it, and you know my detestment for Disney and why I won't watch it. But one of the things that doesn't make any sense that I heard that they're trying to explain is they're trying to create like almost a backstory for Snoke. Now, if this thing's taking place way after Return of the Jedi, it makes absolutely no sense, and they're further destroying the canon. Because in their own movie, in The Force Awakens, that Snoke is talking about, he watched the rise and the fall of the Empire.
And he did, but it was the Emperor.
But I'm saying, like, why would you create a backstory for a character that you had for the total of what was his total?
Hey, hold on.
What was no. What was Snoke's total screen time in
I have no clue.
the very first
I have no clue. Minutes?
Maybe 5 minutes tops.
No. Yeah. At most. And he was a giant projection.
But here's the thing. Yes, Snoke was a clone, but the Emperor was controlling that clone. Because at the beginning of The Rise of Skywalker, those of you who haven't seen it,
and you know what?
Kylo Ren goes looking for this voice that he keeps hearing. And when he gets to a planet called Exegol and he finds the Emperor, as he's entering the temple, Palpatine is telling him, "I have been every voice you have heard in your head."
Oh yes.
He says he uses his voice, Snoke's voice, Vader's voice. He says, "I have been every voice in your head."
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Does George Lucas still have creative thing in this? No, he's out.
Nope.
Talking
Nope.
about.
He
I
sold.
heard that he
He
just stay
sold.
on as a creative mind.
Nope. He sold the company, and along with it, he sold with them the sequel
Right.
trilogy treatment, and they never used it.
So that's why they're coming up with
Well, here's the funny thing. When he sold them all that stuff, do you know he didn't sell them the originals? Because the originals were still owned by Fox and still owned by a subsidiary of Fox to this day. Disney doesn't own Disney does not own the original original cuts, because apparently Lucas refused to give them up.
Well, maybe so, but Disney bought 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, but
And I really can't wait to see Disney's version of Aliens or Predator. I really can't wait to see it.
Yeah, but apparently George had owned a huge stake in it, and I guess he took over controlling interest, because when he sold the rights to Disney, they got his special edition versions of 1, 2, and 3.
Exactly.
They never got the original versions.
The despecialized version.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he'll sell them to them for like $300 million.
Nope. Those are his babies. He's guarding them close.
So who owns the Christmas special?
Lucas and the company that was in London that actually shot it.
Mike, did you ever see the story?
All right, guys. I got a dip.
All right, JJ. Take care.
Take care, Tommy. Always a pleasure, brother.
Thanks for coming.
Mikey and Slasher. Good to see you guys, man. Later.
Peace out, man.
Well, here's a funny one, guys. I heard this one through the grapevine that there's talks that they might be bringing George Lucas on to the Lucasfilm team to start overseeing Star Wars.
It would make sense.
Yeah, but haven't they been saying that for years? Haven't they been saying that over and over again for years?
Well, I don't know. I mean, with the way Star Wars has gone, and it has not gone the way Disney had expected. And you know what? I mean, Disney did drop a considerable amount of money to buy Lucasfilm and all its subsidiary companies, and along with it, the original rights to make sequels and the prequels and the specialized versions of the films. So they didn't drop nowhere near what everybody said they did. They only paid like 2.2 or 2.4 million. That's all they really paid for.
Really?
The rest they gave to Lucas in stock. Now the stock, or $1 billion. I'm sorry, it was like $2 billion. Okay. Sorry, but the rest they gave to him in stock, which wound up equaling out to over $4 billion. But it was all stock. The stock did not cost Disney anything.
He's paid, dude. He's paid. He's good. You don't need to do shit anymore.
So since he's got shares in Disney, there's a chance that maybe he bought more shares and maybe he talked his way into possibly getting a position. So the idea that he can come back is possible.
He bought more shares knowing that he was going to be, because once people hear that he's going to be involved, the shares are going to go up big time.
Excitement would definitely be on the rise, especially from all the hardcore fans, and they're the ones that kept this franchise alive through all the years where there was no movies coming out.
Exactly. And every time a Star Wars movie drops, it usually drops around Christmas time when there's really nothing great coming out. It's always these cheesy Christmas movies. As bad as the Star Wars movies kind of people think they are, look, I enjoy them. I'm very simple-minded. A lot of people hated the original, the 1, 2, and 3.
You're talking about when they do the Christmas thing. You're talking about the Disney Star Wars movies, right? Like how they.
Well, I'm saying a lot of people didn't like the George Lucas the prequels. I love those prequels. The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. I love them, but a lot of people hate them.
I don't hate.
Yeah, I liked all the prequels. Now I had some problems with the Phantom Menace.
I had problems with Attack of the Clones. I didn't like the whole Hayden Christensen with the they spent too much time with that.
My biggest problems was with Attack of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith, and that was I love that movie.
Revenge of the Sith.
I mean, I had problems with the Phantom Menace. I didn't like all the Gungan stuff. I thought it was too much with all the Gungan armies and everything like that. And I hated the pod racing. I couldn't stand it.
You didn't like that?
See, I actually didn't mind that.
I thought that was cool.
I actually didn't mind
I don't know. I always hated it. I didn't care for it. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool, but I thought it was just like overdone. I thought it was way too long.
the pod racing didn't piss me off as much as Hayden Christensen whining for the last two movies.
What actually?
I really liked the way they set it up though for Revenge of the Sith. I liked the way that they set up his fall to the dark side. I thought it was interesting. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but I thought it was interesting enough to make it a really great movie.
Yeah, I thought they were all great. The production was great, and I didn't even mind the Gungans really. That idiot, what was his name?
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
How the hell could you forget the name of Jar Jar Binks, Mike?
Because I'm fucked up right now at almost 11 o'clock. But I actually shit.
Never forget Jar Jar Binks, Mike. Never forget him.
My mind was totally blown when I saw that Palpatine was the same guy who played the original Palpatine. I wonder what he looked like back when he was actually.
But
the Palpatine was played by the same character.
I knew that was him.
And I knew that was him too, but it's just crazy that they were able to, like, he looks more like the Sith without makeup in the prequels.
But I knew that was him from the minute I fucking.
It was a great job they did with that. I'm surprised he was still alive. I mean, the first one was made, what, in 79? What year was the first one made?
7?
It was made in 78.
Well, released in
No, wait a minute, 77. It was released in 77. Yeah.
And that was during
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When it was released in 77, it was actually a limited release, so not everybody was able to get out and see it. Like where I was in Jersey, there was no theaters anywhere in my area that were showing Star Wars. So we had to wait till 78 when they re-released it in theaters, and that's when I got to see it.
I remember hearing that my family, this was still when we had drive-thrus around here, that they were seeing it in drive-thrus.
And it's funny because back when the movie was made in 77, basically there was in the 50s and 60s and 70s, everyone was trying to make science fiction movies, but they all look cheesy. Then Star Wars comes along, and he always used the best technology. He had great technology.
Yeah.
Even in Star Wars, the technology looks pretty good.
Yeah.
In 77.
Well, that was all home created though. Because nobody had anything like that at the time. Because when Disney went to make the Black Hole, they actually wanted to borrow stuff that Lucas created for Star Wars so they could make the Black Hole. And Lucas was going to rent it to them, but it was going to be such an exorbitant amount. That's when Disney wound up creating their own CGI type, like their beginning early CGI team and system and camera to be able to film the Black Hole. Because Lucas created all that stuff from scratch.
It was pretty amazing how they did it. And now, and even Steven Spielberg, he created some technology for Jurassic Park as well. The first kind of, and Jaws and all that stuff. Now, Steven Spielberg wasn't involved in the Star Wars movies at all? No. Only in the, what did he team up with in George Lucas?
Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Indiana Jones, right?
Indiana Jones, right.
One or two Indiana
Steven
Jones
Spielberg
movies.
and George Lucas films, right.
But it was
But he didn't direct it.
How many did Spielberg and Lucas team up for?
Probably the first
Indiana
one.
Jones movies?
I think it was at least the first 3.
Yeah, only the first one, I think. I saw that name.
I thought it was the first 3 because I thought he directed at least 3 of them.
Oh, then those are the 3 then. I
thought. I mean, I'm not sure offhand.
Steven Spielberg directed the Indiana Jones movies? No. It was a George Lucas thing with.
Right. Now I'm gonna phone this up and.
A lot. Now here's where the haters can start typing their shit. How do you guys not know this, right? How do you guys not know this?
all one viewers.
Oh, there's only one.
That's fine. I'll look it up. Let's see.
Because I know Spielberg directed the first one. And I thought he did the next 2, but.
Because I know Spielberg pretty much invented the whole Jurassic Park technology. I watched the documentary. And the whole Jaws technology in the 70s as well. With the whole mechanical shark and all that stuff. Steven Spielberg is one of the best directors
of all time.
I mean, James Cameron is cool too. Richard Donner, of course, he did a few good ones. But yeah, I mean, Steven Spielberg is a legend. He has a daughter that's a maniac. How does he have a daughter like that? His daughter's a
Wait,
nutcase.
Ari, you told me something about his daughter. I totally forgot about.
Oh, well, she's just a nutcase. You have to read up on her, and you'll be like,
Steven Spielberg also directed Temple of Doom, which was the second one.
Let me tell you, I loved all three. The Crystal Skull was like, but the first three were great. And actually, they're doing another one, by the way. I don't know if you guys heard, but they're doing another Indiana Jones movie coming out.
They really
I heard that.
Yeah,
they really are.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's already been okayed.
Why?
And they were supposed to do Spawn. I don't happen to Spawn.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, and I see that right there. Steven Spielberg will not be directing Indiana Jones 5.
Ugh.
Oh, he's not going to do the fifth one.
It just sounds so bad. Oh, all right. I totally forgot about this.
Yep, Last Crusade. Last Crusade, Steven Spielberg directed that too.
Tommy, I totally forgot about this. Do you remember there was a television series?
Young Indiana Jones, yes.
Chronicles?
Oh, yeah, I used to watch that. Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
I watch anything Steven Spielberg. I watch Amazing Stories, anything he would do. Just because
I watched Amazing Stories too. I liked them.
Yeah, they actually did a reboot of that too. And it was
yeah, I mean, did you know originally Steven Spielberg wanted Lucas to take part in Jaws as well?
Right, he should have. It turned out to be a huge mega hit. I think that was one of Spielberg's first major hits, right?
So why did Lucas turn it down?
I think Lucas was like, I think he was like kind of like a silent partner thing.
Oh,
Like he was helping him out from behind the scenes, but he didn't want any part of like a credit for
so
it.
he preferred to be uncredited, shit like that.
And let me tell you, if you're gonna work with Steven Spielberg, he's gonna be like almost like a Nazi type of director. You have to listen.
Oh yeah,
he's not gonna be like the director in Tropic Thunder,
no,
who just lets the directors
he's
do
gonna be
it.
cracking the whip on you.
Right,
You know,
he's gonna be cracking the whip.
Spielberg is gonna be cracking the whip on you.
Like that guy. That guy made that movie, right? That crazy.
And by the
shot
way,
of
like
it.
I clicked on this thing. It says Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah.
It's not even an official. It's not even an official name, but it says 2022. But who knows? Who knows if that'll even be released in 2022? Harrison Ford might not be alive by then. Harrison Ford
He's
is
barely
not,
alive now. Actually,
Harrison Ford is no spring chicken.
He's one plane ride away from crashing.
He is no
Well,
spring chicken.
I just looked it up and I was trying to remember because and they were saying that some of the things that they did is when Steven Spielberg was trying to figure out actors, Lucas was the one that suggested that he use Richard Dreyfuss.
For Indiana Jones?
No, for Jaws.
Oh.
For Jaws, Lucas suggested to Spielberg that he use Dreyfuss on Jaws, and also while he was there, he got his head stuck in the mouth of Bruce.
Okay. Well, is this story true about Harrison Ford and how he got the job as Han Solo? Is this story true that he was just there to do readings for the other actors, just to do the read-alongs of the scripts?
Yes, from what I heard, yeah. That's how he wound up getting it.
And
like,
that he was so good with the other actors that they gave him the job.
Yes, that's what I think. There was there's an actual like a little documentary film. It's called The Making of Star Wars, I believe is the title of it, and I believe it talks about that in there.
Did you hear about that?
About what?
How Harrison Ford got the job as Han Solo?
What about it?
Well, you just walked out of the room when I was saying.
Right. But I heard they were getting paid like
Tommy, explain it to him.
$100 a day for that shit.
No, but wait, explain it to him.
When they have the people coming in to audition, they have readers that read to the potential actors.
Yes, correct.
And Harrison Ford.
Oh, he was a reader.
He was a reader initially. Yeah.
Oh wow! They said, "Oh, that's cool."
Yep.
That's cool.
That's an awesome way to get a job, though, right?
What bothered me about Harrison Ford is that during his later years, he tried to distance himself from Star Wars. Like he didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Oh, they all
He
tried to
that
do
he'd
that.
be killed in that.
Well, they all tried to do that, like how Shatner ended up.
Not Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher embraced that
But it's
shit.
like how Shatner's whole it was like his whole thing in the 80s and 90s, how he would hate people who came up to him and talked to him about Star Trek.
Think about
but look how that's turned around now. You know, in his later years.
Yeah, now he loves it.
Now he understands.
Because it's all the relevance he has.
Oh yeah,
You know what I think it is more than that. I think he realizes the cultural impact that those shows actually had, and maybe he's seen.
Yeah, I heard he used to.
Well, you know what? Not everybody sees everything right away. You know what I mean? They just see it as, oh, well, it was just a job, and it was not more than that. And then maybe years later, they might realize like how much of a cultural impact that they had, and then they come around to understanding. Well, I guess it was a lot bigger of a thing than I thought.
Or it could also be what I said. It's just like the relevance dries up, and then they have to cling on to something else.
Cling on. No pun intended.
Cling on.
Well, I don't know about that because you figure Shatner was still pretty busy doing other stuff. I mean, he had that whole thing with Priceline for a long time, and
that's true. No, I forgot he did have those Priceline.
Well, Tommy, let me ask you a question. Do you know what TV show had the first interracial kiss?
Yeah, it was Star Trek.
Star Trek, exactly.
Star Trek,
exactly. And let me tell you, a lot of things that Star Trek announced are like real life stuff today, like the whole photon thing and the warp speed. Not warp speed, but light speed, all that stuff. They were like ahead of their time. But what's interesting with like Steven Spielberg is that when you look at what he created, like he made sharks a big thing. He made dinosaurs because he knows what to cater to. Nobody would know about archaeologists if they didn't see Indiana Jones. He made archaeologists.
No one would know about archaeologists.
Archaeologists, who know about archaeologists? With a bull.
Well, let's be honest though. Indiana Jones, like in the real sense, is far from an archaeologist.
No, 100% correct. He's more like an Uncharted video game. He's just going for he's a treasure hunter. He's a treasure hunter.
He's more of an adventurer.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? You are right in a sense that it did create a buzz for archaeology.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Okay, like also this. Would anyone have known of the dinosaur, the Velociraptor, if it wasn't for Jurassic Park?
Probably not. Even though their interpretation of what a Velociraptor looked like is completely off base.
Oh, really? Yeah. I was going to say, I figured he would do it to scale. But you're saying that he didn't get the anatomy right?
Well, Velociraptors were actually a little bit smaller than what he claimed in the movie rather, and plus they're covered in fur.
I was about to say they were feather covered, weren't they?
Yeah.
What did dinosaurs eat back then? No, but like in other words, there was no okay. If there was a human one,
bugs and
little other dinosaurs,
maybe they were cannibals.
Well, I remember there was a report that came out that they didn't think that the T-Rex was as big of a hunter as they've always claimed throughout the years, and at one point they were trying to say that they thought they were more cannibal, or scavenger, more than hunter. So,
and when
nobody's ever going to really know that. That's the thing. I mean, it's not like we have a window to look back in the past.
No, I understand what you're saying. But as a kid, when I used to go to the Museum of Natural History and I would see the big dinosaur skeletons, as a kid, you don't realize that those are the actual skeletons that was grafted the same way.
I knew that.
But you really take it like seriously, like you don't.
I did.
I didn't.
The few times I got to see them when I was when they would take us on class trips and we would get to go to places like that, of course.
And it always amazes me when I read in the news about how they find these bones of old skeletons and mammoths and teeth that are mummified and things like that. I love when they find things like that.
That's what archaeologists always used to every time, because like I said, like they would barely it was more public school. When I was in public school, they never took us on trips like that. But Catholic school, they would occasionally take us on trips like that. And I always used to I'd just be standing there looking at this shit like, holy shit. And I was a little kid.
Let me ask you guys a question. The other day at the dog park, a parent got pissed at me because her son was there. And her son told me that he wanted to grow up to be a paleontologist. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And I said to him, you can't do that. I mean, don't you feel it comes to a point where there's no more things to like? Are you going to tell a kid follow your dreams and be a paleontologist? I mean, is that a thing that people could be nowadays?
Because everything has
undiscovered crap. I mean, you know how hard it is to do all that crap, to find those things. You need to get government funded. That's not a real job. You got to be really good at it.
It's not a real job or what?
It's like a hobby. You have to be like a millionaire that goes after.
I don't know I don't know how booming the businesses of museums are these days.
And first of all, what are they called? Paleontologists?
Yes.
They actually don't find the bones. It's usually a wrecking crew that's about to destroy like a landmass that's going to build a strip mall, and they happen to dig and they find the bones, and then they call them.
They go on their own.
Yes, but most of the time, how they discover it is by
They
accident
go
by
on
people.
there. They have the crew set up for them to do the digs and everything.
No, most of the times they find these things on digs by accident.
But
and then they go carefully.
There are crews that go. Tommy, right?
I'm sure
There's
there are crews
crews
that go to find it, but most of these things are found by accident by they're trying to break ground to build a strip mall.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah, okay, that. But there are crews.
Yeah, but 90% of the time, there's people that are actually researching and trying to figure out where these places are, and they're actually they're digging it up like like an archaeologist would do. And then when they discover it, that's when they call in the paleontologists. But they've already got teams set up that are doing these diggings in a lot of different places before they call these people in.
Crews.
Like a lot of these things are already sanctioned because a lot of times they have to get permits and everything else to dig in these areas.
Oh, like when Indiana Jones was looking for the lost
He's
ark.
gonna go back to
Right.
Indiana Jones.
I'm just saying he had an idea where was
He's
he
gonna
buried.
go back to the Indiana Jones.
I'm not going back to that, but what I'm saying is this: do you think that paleontologists have like technology that can X-ray underground to see where there's bones? Like
No, there's nothing like that.
There's no like metal detector that can find
they have sonar that could look underground and figure out if there's anything underground that's abnormal, but they can't tell you if it's bones not necessarily or not. They could see abnormalities in the ground, and they could decide to dig there if they think there may be something there, but it's not always a guarantee.
What drives me crazy is all this lost money that's somewhere. In other words, you heard during the war days that all these coins and all this gold was like went to the sea. Somewhere in the seas, there's tons of money to be found. We just don't know where it is. If we knew the longitude and latitude, we could start digging, dude.
Go deep sea digging, diving.
Deep sea digging. We'll call James Cameron and his stupid submersion boat.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up.
Anyway, it's good talking to you, Tommy.
Oh, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Getting too deep for a slasher.
No. There's nobody watching.
We bored them to death. That was our goal.
It worked. Everyone who came through. Happy Dinosaur, Sentinel, Bone, Captain Trek, Moira.
You weren't even following that this whole time. You were pretty much.
No, I was in the beginning, Mike. DJ Odyssey. Oh, sorry. I can't call him DJ Odyssey anymore. I have to call him Deej Odyssey.
Deej.
But thanks for coming through, everybody. This was just a random.
A warm up. It was a warm up. It was a random session.
And Tommy.
Tommy, you there?
Yeah, man. Hey, for anybody that may listen to this later and anybody that maybe still be listening to now, remember, don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't say, what you should or shouldn't watch, because your silence gives consent.
Oh, that sounds familiar. That's good. That's a good one. That's a good sign off.
And Tommy, where can we find you?
You could find me over at Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, where you will find me nibbling off toes and right now showing off the finds from my childhood that were stuffed away in my father's house and all the other wonderful toys and other incredible finds that I'm digging up like an archaeologist, Mike.
Yeah.
He kind of is an archaeologist.
He's an archaeologist in his father's house.
Yeah, I'm finding ancient finds.
But good luck coming through, Tommy.
Oh, my pleasure.
Hope to see you soon, man.
Stay classy, everybody.
Peace out.
Take care, y'all.